Ali Roman, what up? Welcome to the live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the live. 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 Yellow Armor Jean, what's up on IG? I see you over there. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Ali Roman J Town, hey, how you been? What's up, Ali? Welcome. I've been super good, Ali. How have you been? Welcome to the live. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. For those who don't know me, man, my name is King Hoodie. I'm a recording artist from Miami-Dade County, Florida. I make music. You are now tuned into my live stream. Welcome to the vibes. Last night we had a crazy good live all day yesterday, starting in evening time, and it was just a vibe, super vibe. And I got a chance to like really break down my new course. I got a brand new course. I just dropped it yesterday. It's called Infinite Optimism. Super dope, super dope. Hit the link in my bio. Go and get it. I'm in Jupiter chilling. Oh, that's what's up. Big shout outs to Jupiter. You're in Jupiter, Florida? That's what's up. You in Jupiter, Florida? What's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the live. We about to get it popping in here. We just waiting on people to come in. Jasmine, what's up? Welcome to the live. Denique, what's up? Welcome to the live. Welcome, 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 welcome. I just gotta go to my store real quick. And I gotta add this. Check out. Okay, crazy. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So you moving to LA? Ali Roman, yes, I am moving to Los Angeles. I'm in Miami right now. I've been to LA a shit ton of times, and I think now is finally that time for me to make that move out west. So I'm doing a lot of fundraising, and I'm doing a lot of hustling and grinding to make sure I can make that move out there. I just feel like it's been calling me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been getting closer to God, and I just feel like God is telling me, look, man, you got to leave your comfort zone. You got to take that leap of faith, and you got to go out west. You know what I'm saying? To chase your dream, to make it pop. You know what I'm saying? Make something happen that wouldn't otherwise happen if you stay in your comfort zone. So yes, I am moving to Los Angeles. I'll be there next week. Yeah. Shout out to all those people who move in faith. Yo, y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. Y'all make sure to keep sharing the live. About to get it popping in here with another incredible live stream, another incredible conversation. Let's get it going. Albert from Miami moved to NYC 2 years ago. Moved, brother. Okay, Albert, man, tell me your story, bro. What was that like? Coming from Miami, going to New York. What was it like? What did you move for? And then what has your experience been like? And it seems like you recommend moving. It seems like you recommend taking that leap. The Gen G, what's up? Nobilency on IG, what's up? Let's get it going. Yeah, it's good. The good sounds good. What do y'all recommend? What do you think? Yay, I'm from California. Melanated Trucker. Well, shout out to California. Shout out to the Californians in the spot. Happy and blessed to see all the dope people from Cali up in here, getting it in, doing what it is that y'all do. And we here, and we here, and we here, and we here, and we here. Blam. What part of California you from, Melanated Trucker? And how y'all feeling today, man? How y'all feeling? Today's Thursday. And I'm super excited because I just released my brand new course. If you hit the link in my bio right now, you'll get access to my course. I got a course called Infinite Optimism. Pretty much I just show people how to stay optimistic and how to like pretty much, it's more than optimism. It's really like a course for changing your life and allowing you to live a better life. There's 5 parts to it. The first part is reading. The second part is exercise. The third part is music and audio learning. The fourth part is networking, how to network successfully, and the fifth part is like spirituality, getting in sync with a higher power. And if you do all these things in order, and if you do all these things like the way that I instructed in the course that I created, then it should not only allow you to like experience a much better sense of well-being, but develop yourself in a way that the way you show up in the world is going to bring you different results back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ask me like, yo, you're good at speaking. I was not always good at speaking. You're good at reading and your memory's great. I was not always good at reading. My memory's not always great. You're really fit. I was not always fit. These are just things that I've learned over time, and I just want to put them into a place and show people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really what it is. I got a section in there, section number 2, about exercise and fitness. Anybody who got any fitness questions for me, whether it's about biceps, triceps, diet, what I eat, how I take care of my skin, my teeth, any of that stuff is all in the course now. So no one needs to ask me any of these questions anymore. You could just go and get the course right now. The course is $497. However, 2 lives ago, one of my really close friends in the live, she was like, yo, the price, I want to get into the course, but the price is just too high. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm not one of them people at all. So I brought the price down $300 to $197, but it's only $197 until next week. Then it goes right back up. So I highly suggest, man, get the course. There's a link in my bio right now that says Infinite Optimism. And if you go to it, it'll show you a page much like, I do want to show you this real quick before we get into the full live stream. It's gonna show you a page much like this one. Steezy, 500, absolutely $500. Let me see. If you go, it's gonna take you to a page that looks like this. This is the link in my bio, and this is the course right here, Infinite Optimism. Hold on a second. Boom, Infinite Optimism. This is the course that we just developed. You hit the link, it's gonna take you to, oh wait, I don't know what this is. Verifying that I'm a human, okay. I wonder why I did this. It's never done this with me before. And it's taking a sweet time. Verification successful, boom. So it takes you to this page right here. Infinite Optimism, a course by King Hoodie. The price is now $197, even though it was $497, and it's just awesome. And when I went up in it yesterday, it will actually show. I can show you the back end of it right now. Course setup. This is what you get inside the course. You get 7 modules, 35 lessons. Each is different. The first one is the introduction. Welcome to the course. The second level is reading, the history of reading, the power of reading, reading habits of highly successful people, how to choose the books you want to read, what my book list is. I got like 52 different books that you can read. The second module is exercise. Hold up. The second module is exercise. Any fitness question that you want to know, I'll show you the diet, the right diet that I specifically use. I'll show you the effects of food on the brain and on the body. And then it gives you my entire workout strategy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, different muscle groups I hit up and exactly how I hit it. There's videos, these are all videos in here. Module number 3 is music and audio learning. A lot of people are surprised that when I go to the gym, I'm not listening to music. I'm listening to like normally tapes. I'm listening to motivational speakers. I'm listening to information. I'm listening to biographies and autobiographies of like some of the world's most successful people, you know? So now I have this like repertoire in my mind full of success stories. So when I walk through the world, I get to navigate in a certain kind of way that allows me to just always pull from some of the most successful people in the world. Because I know Steve Jobs' story. I know Elon Musk's story. I know the founder of Berkshire Hathaway story, Warren Buffett. So number 4 is friend groups and socializing. A lot of people like really I think they don't take seriously enough the effects of the people around you. You know how they used to say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future, or tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. The people that you socialize with and the people that you link up with, they have like a profound impact on the way that your mind works and on the way that the results that you want in your life are either gonna come to you or avoid you. So you gotta stay with positive people. You gotta stay with people that are that are on their way up. You got to stay with people that are dedicated to what it is that they want to do. And you got to stay away from like negative people that are pessimistic. It might be funny and it might be cool to talk to toxic people, but trust me when I tell you, it doesn't help you in the grand scheme of things. And the last module is belief system. History of religion, what spirituality says, how to research your religion for yourself, the benefits of having a belief system. There's so many people out here that are depressed and they're down in the dumps, and they're depressed a lot of times because they can't see past their current moment. They can't see past whatever situation that they're in right now. I'm never gonna tell nobody to go to church or anything like that, but I will tell you, hey, there are benefits to believing in something, anything that's beyond you, beyond yourself. And then the last section is course completion. You know what I'm saying? These all come with PDFs, so you can monitor your status on the way through it. But it's really like a really interactive course. And I'm really proud of this, I'll be honest with you. So the link is in my bio. You can hit the link right now, get it. I brought the price down from $497 to $197 just to make it accessible for the people that I really like and the people that actually want to get into it. I didn't want to make the barrier of entry too high so that people couldn't like partake in some of this information. But the same reason why people tap in and listen to me on these lives, I'm literally putting all the secrets that I put anywhere, you know what I'm saying, into this course. The same reason why people listen to me on the lives, or the same reason why people download my music, or the same reason why people, y'all see my book collection, the same reason why people listen to me, the same reason why people watch me. It's a certain amount of magnetism that certain people have, and they're able to speak a certain kind of way. They're able to capture people's attention, hold it, move it, manipulate it. And you can read you can read books like How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You can read The Richest Man in Babylon. You can read As a Man Thinketh. These things give you tips and tricks and tools that actually add to you as a human being. They expand your consciousness and they allow you to show up in the world differently. And I didn't know that. I didn't think that books matter when I was young. I like, that shit don't matter, and it doesn't really it won't affect your life, it won't change your life, until I started reading books and I began to see like, nah, something is happening in my mind. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel different. And then the way that the world started responding to me was different. So yeah, that's the course. I highly recommend it. Hit the link in my bio. Go and get it right now. We lowered the barrier of entry so that people could get to it. And yeah, I really look forward to it. I was talking to my homegirl P last night, and we both agreed that the two sections that are probably going to be the most popular are the fitness section, where I just show you all my workouts and I show you how to get your body right over the course of a certain amount of time, and chapter number 4, which is networking. How to network successfully. 90% of all the great opportunities I've ever manifested or had in my life have all come as a byproduct of my ability to network with people. You know what I'm saying? My ability to talk to certain people, my ability to show up in a room, captivate the room, or captivate the right people in the room, and show them, hey, I am somebody worth speaking to, I am somebody worth listening to, and I am somebody worth betting on if you're the betting type. You may not want to bet on nobody else in this room, but you want to bet on me, because I'm going to win. So I highly recommend it. And networking is not only about showing people like how great you are. Networking is also about listening to people and allowing yourself to like receive good information and receive good connections. You know, I told a story yesterday. I was able to fly to Ghana, you know what I'm saying, 100% for free, because one of my friends was going and he said, yo, bro, I want you to come with me. And I was like, bro, I don't have the money to go. He was like, look, don't worry about it. If you got the time to come, I think it will be a good experience. Come. And now I'm getting flown to Ghana on somebody else's tab just because I was able to network, and I met this person out and about at a party, at a regular party, just like anybody else. So you never know when you're going to meet people that'll change your life, but I guarantee you, when you do come across those people, you want to be the kind of person that they want to fuck with. You want to be the kind of person that they want to hang out with. You want to be the kind of person that they want to have around them. You want to be the kind of person that's great. And that doesn't mean being you don't want to be a bootlicker. Like, you don't want to be like, a brown nose, or you want to be an ass kisser. You want to be somebody who is bringing so much value to whatever situation that you're in that people can't possibly imagine letting you go and letting you leave their presence without saying, nah, I gotta connect with this person somehow. I gotta build with this person somehow. I gotta get your number. I gotta stay in tune with you. I have to do something with you. And when you build yourself up, like, you got a wealth of information in your brain, you got a wealth of like good habits embedded in your body. When you see somebody who's really fit, you may not know nothing else about their life, but you know they got some good habits. You have at least one really good habit, and it's your fitness. And it lets me know you're consistent. And it lets me know you know how to do things that are difficult. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all these different little tips and tricks that we can learn along the way that allow us to be more, that allow us to grow, that allow us to like really spread our wings and get the results that we want in this world. Now, again, I can't tell you, man, how incredibly different my life is now than it was before. I used to walk inside of rooms and I was a wallflower. I just wanted to shrink into the corner. I just wanted to like not be seen, not be heard, not be felt. Because when I was younger, I got picked on a lot. I had really bad teeth. I didn't know how to speak to people. I had no social skills. And eventually I just got it all together. You know what I'm saying? I started working at a gym. The gym made me very social. It made me very like active when it came to talking to people. It made me like very interested in people's stories, and it allowed me to see so many different people from so many different walks of life that now I just have this general understanding of like the common denominator between most people. And the common denominator between most people is that everybody is afraid. Anytime you're afraid to jump out of your comfort zone to do something that scares you, I want you to know that everyone is afraid. Anytime you walk inside a room and think that everybody's looking at you, and you start having this really self-conscious belief system like, damn, is my shirt wrinkled? Is my pants right? Is my hair right? Does my face look good? Is my makeup together? Whatever, gender you are, I want you to know everyone in the room is afraid. Everyone in the room is afraid, and everybody in the room is so caught up in their own storms that they rarely have time to even look at you. So what you're doing is putting yourself inside a self-imposed prison that you don't even need to be in. You know what I'm saying? And it's mental, man. We just sometimes we go through life and we have that for some reason. We walk around with these insecurities and we think that other people can see them when no one else can see them. But we shoot ourselves in the foot because we think that they can see them. So we start saying things in a really defensive manner, or we don't say what we really want. Like, you might really want to do a business deal with somebody, or you might really want to ask a girl for her number or ask a guy for his number, and you're not willing to do it because you're afraid that they can see your insecurities and they're not going to pick up on what you're putting down because of everything that you're not, forgetting about everything that you actually are. So I just want to motivate you guys. Like, I saw myself go from a really shy, really nervous, really like unhappy person to a really powerful person. I'm not tooting my own horn to say it. Like, I know I'm a powerful person. I've seen myself walk outside of situations and revamp it for people, just off of things that I'm capable of doing. But it's not nothing I was born with. I'm not one of those talented people. Like, I'm very much so not a talented people. Everything I know how to do now, I learned how to do it. And I learned how to do it because I was driven to know how to do it. Like, man, I'm tired of living underneath the boot of society. I'm tired of living underneath the street. I'm tired of being scared when I walk inside of rooms. I'm tired of not having the right words. I'm tired of being like, I might be around somebody who's important and I'm scared to speak because whatever's about to come out of my mouth, I know it probably isn't valuable to this person. Like, I got tired of just not being good and not being right. So I got myself right. I started reading the right books, not just Harry Potter. I started reading How to Win Friends That Influence People, Think and Grow Rich, The Law of Success in 16 Lessons, As a Man Thinketh, Quantum Success, 12 Traits of the Greats. I started reading all these books that will forever be relevant because they're not talking about something that's temporary. They're talking about the human condition. They're talking about you as a human being in society. This will be relevant to you the same way the Bible is going to be relevant to you forever, because it's about the human condition. As long as there's a human being alive to read it, it will be relevant. Majority of these other books out here written by these like really wise thinkers throughout history can show you and equip you with the mindset that you need to go into the world and be a captivating person. Be a person that can not only add something to this room, but what you get back is equally beneficial to you too. And you begin to live a really beautiful life. You begin to walk inside of rooms and you just have this beautiful connection with people. You can feel it in the air. I should go stand over here. I should go stand over there. I should talk to this person. And I can just compliment anything on this person and kick a conversation. Hey, I really like your shoes. I really like your hair. I really like your hat. When you say that to anybody, and they're like, oh, thank you so much. And they're like, oh, I like this on you. Hey, who are you? Where are you from? What can you do? What can, and you end up in these situations. Again, I got flown to Ghana. I got multiple free trips. I got a free trip to California. Multiple business opportunities. I got multiple sponsorships. Like, just so many different things have happened in my life, all as a byproduct of me saying, I'm done being a wallflower. I want to be somebody who's powerful. I want to be somebody who is, not afraid. And I just learned it. I worked it. I kept bringing in information, and I kept bringing in things to help me build myself up. You feel me? So I want to motivate you guys. I got a brand new course called Infinite Optimism. Hit the link in my bio. Go and get the course right now. It's $197, but it's only $197 until next week. Then the price goes back up to $497. So I highly recommend getting it. I can't recommend it enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go and get it. Any question that anybody got about how I do anything I do, I want you to know it's all learned. So let me be your teacher. Let me be your mentor. All right, let me see. We're gonna get to the comments. Good morning. What up, Fiji's back? Welcome to the live. Hey, Ambrose, what up? What's up, Ambrose? Seen you in the gym yesterday. Showtime Scott, can you name those books again real quick on Instagram? Yes, I can. The books on the IG are How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, The Law of Success in 16 Lessons and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, 12 Traits of the Greats by Dave Martin, The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield, Turning Pro by Stephen Pressfield, Quantum Success by Sandra Ann Taylor, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clayson. These are the books you want to read. Absolutely, 1,000%. They will change your life if you actually read them. If you just skim through them and throw them away, you're probably going to leave the same way you came in. All right, go ahead and move. I moved years ago from Texas to Las Vegas, and it was a great decision. I love that. I want to hear success stories from people who moved. Like, what was your story like? Even if you got to jump up in here and jump up into the box and tell us your success story, I want to know it. Good morning. What up, CX? Welcome to the live. Morning. Finally caught the live. What's up, Mila? Welcome. Every time I stumble on your live, you right on time. God Body Naughty, what's up? Welcome to the live. What's good, my guy? What up, Ambrose? Are they pinned anywhere? So the books that I listed, most of the books, if you hit the link in my bio, I'm just gonna keep directing people to the link in my bio. Hit the link in my bio, and one of the links is my Amazon page. So if you go to my Amazon page, I have a handful of the books that I recommended. They're just in there, so you could just go straight to the Amazon page. It'll take you straight to the books. You could screenshot them and go to your local library and rent them out, or you could just actually buy them right then and there on Amazon. And if you hit that link, I get a commission. So look out for the kid. Hit the link in my bio. Go and get it. Appreciate that, God Body Naughty. Feliz, what up, Feliz? Welcome. Shelby, I needed this talk. Hey, absolutely, Shelby. That's what we're here for. We're here for the people. Wait, you're a Harry Potter fan? That's actually very funny. You know what's funny about that? Like, I never read any of the Harry Potter books. I saw the movies. One time I just sat down. I was like, I'm going to watch all these Harry Potter movies so I can see what these movies are about. And, bruh, I enjoyed it. I watched every Harry Potter movie just in a row. And I was happy. By the end of it, I was like, damn, that was a great story. And, but nah, I never read the Harry Potter books. And it was one of those things that's like, anytime I open up a book, I want it to be something that benefits me outside of whatever it is that I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Jocelyn, hi. I love how you explain this. You got this. Amen. Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Thank you. Yup. Just pass it through. Keep on doing whatever you're doing. God got that too. Amen. Appreciate you, Jocelyn. Absolutely. What house are you? This is funny. Yo. Okay, I have your Amazon. Maybe I missed them. I'll look again. Absolutely. A good amount of the books should be in there, but I got to add more books to it. Like, I just listed 10 books, and at least 5 of them should be on the Amazon link. What's up, Feliz? Welcome. Yeah. What was I saying? Ambrose, what up? Trailblaze, what up, Trailblaze? What house am I in Harry Potter? That's actually very funny. I don't know. I just had this conversation with some girls I was with. We got talking about Harry Potter. Somebody's like, what house are you? And I was like, what is that? What does that even mean? I don't know what house I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. I think there's a way I can find out, but I don't know. I have no idea. Feliz, what up? Welcome to the live. We are here. We are live in effect, streaming from the world, streaming from Earth. Ambro, you should start a podcast. Yo, everybody named Mama says I should start a podcast. I really don't know how to start a podcast, to be honest with you, but I think I should start a podcast. I thought this was podcast. You know what I'm saying? How are you? I feel like you should be Slytherin or Ravenclaw. I don't know. Maybe I am. Feliz, I was here earlier. What up, Feliz? You was in this live earlier today? What's up? How you doing, Feliz? Nice to see you. Last time I saw you and last time we spoke, you did I want to say you did an art show in New York. I want to say that was that. Have you done any other art shows since then? Take the quiz. Go ahead and do it now. How do I take the quiz? You definitely got the enthusiasm and personality for it. Man, I hope so. Like, I think the worst thing a person could be is boring. You know what I'm saying? Although, I learned that some boring people are worth listening to. Some people miss out on like incredible information because the person giving it is boring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I've learned to like listening and like reading boring shit because I'm like, yo, ain't nobody in the world gonna read this shit except me. So I'm gonna get something that nobody else in the world got. But this is boring. This is quite boring. The best and most important thing to do, man, is be enthusiastic. Be excited about what it is you're saying. You feel me? Search Google the Harry Potter house quiz. I'm definitely gonna do that today. I probably won't do it at this moment, but Swan Artistry, I promise you by tomorrow, I will know what Harry Potter house I'm in just for you. Yellow Alma Jean on IG says, I agree, a podcast would be the business for you. Just do it. Facts. I love it. Okay, cool. I don't know. I mean, I'm with it. I guess I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess I'm with a podcast. I just don't know. Like, where are people listening to podcasts at? Like, so to everybody in the live who listens to a podcast, where are you listening to your podcast at? How do people listen to podcasts? I have no idea. Cedric Brazel, Big Star Energy. What's up? Welcome to the live. Belize. I haven't done another art show yet. Bet. You like the yet? But I flew to New Orleans for a keynote speaking engagement. Shout out to that. That's fire. Congratulations. Congratulations. Prophet Blue. What up, Prophet Blue? Welcome to the live. That's what's up. What kind of keynote speaking engagement was it? Like, what were you the keynote speaker for? Like, what was the topic? Was the topic art, or was the topic like, you know, social justice or something like that? Oh, what a palm tree. Yup. My hair long, large, and in charge. You know they say size matters. Let's see. Ambrose says Spotify or YouTube. Okay, that's where you listen to podcasts at? Spotify or YouTube? Willow Rockwell says Apple Podcasts or Spotify. All right, facts. Apple Podcasts or Spotify. All right, cool. I'm with it. Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to send me information on how to start a podcast. All right. I want to know the podcast because I keep hearing this. I keep hearing people say, "Yo, you start a podcast. You start a podcast. You start a podcast." I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know how my live stream is different than the podcast, but I'll start it. Like, what's the difference between the live stream and the podcast? That's what I want to know. Like, what's the difference? Like, are you able to get the info differently if I do it in a podcast form versus a live stream form? Like, what's the difference? What's the actual difference for people? You know what I'm saying? They're listening everywhere: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, etc. Okay. New account, and I remember you. Okay, what's up, Prophet Blue? Bruh, TikTok school. Search how to start a podcast. Okay, that's facts. Philly says the seminar was on how to build authentic brand relationships while also uplifting community. I love that. I love it. The seminar was on how to build authentic brand relationships while also uplifting community. I love that. Okay, hold up. On Instagram, Yellow Almagene is saying there's a podcast app on Apple. Willow Rockwell says you should reach out to Dear Media. They have 100 podcasters. They have hundreds of podcasters. Yellow Almagene says podcast, you reach a broader audience. Okay, cool. Willow Rockwell says find Dear Media on Instagram. Okay, I'm gonna definitely find Dear Media on Instagram. And Ambrose says you monetize off it, but also help build your viewers and your fan base. We like to hear that. Rich Lux, appreciate you for the flowers. Yeah, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Yo, y'all make sure to keep tapping the screen. When you tap the screen, especially on TikTok, when you tap the screen, it just makes the live more visible for more people. It's completely free. It's not going to charge your credit card or anything like that. When you tap the screen, you see the hearts go up. It just makes the live more visible for more people to come up in here so that we end up on like the For You page or the Explore page or something like that. So make sure to keep tapping the screen. Make sure to keep sharing the live. And send it to people who might also like a really dope conversation like what we're having right now. Yeah. Appreciate you, Rich Lux. Appreciate you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. How to build authentic brand relationships, also uplifting the community. You know, I always got to have advocacy element. That's what's up. I love it like that, man, because people got to understand it's really important to speak on your community no matter what platform you're on. I had a friend, she performed at a museum full of like really rich white people, and she got on the stage and she just was telling all these really rich white people like the business about them. She was kind of offending them, but like letting them know like, yo, you people in this room have the power to change the lives of the people who are not in this room, and y'all not using that power. So tap in, because if you don't help the people that are underneath you, it's gonna come back and haunt you. If you do help the people that are underneath you, it's gonna come back and help you. Get your mind right. So I agree with that 1,000%. Rich Lux, hi. What's up, Rich Lux? Yup, appreciate you for the gifts, man. Thank you. Felice said, I just had a conversation with my therapist yesterday about how I don't think I can separate myself. Find Dear Media on Instagram, Willow Rockwell. I definitely will. Ambrose said you monetize it, also help build viewers and a fan base. I'll send Dear Media to you. Thank you, Willow Rockwell. Please send that page to me. Appreciate it. And Almagene says your followers will skyrocket. Really? Okay, cool. I'll definitely do it, man. I might start a podcast today. If it's as easy as y'all say it is, I might start a podcast later today and just find a way to set it up to my live stream to where everybody could, it's all wired up the same way, and we'll get it popping. I'm super with it. Barber Detailing, Orc Audio, what's up? Okay, so Felice says, I just had a conversation with my therapist yesterday about how I don't think I can separate myself from activism. I agree with that, honestly. I don't feel like you should want to separate yourself from it either, because there's always going to be somebody out here who needs help but doesn't have a voice for what they need. And so you got other people that have the gift of speaking, have the gift of like networking, like some of the stuff I talk about in the course that I just dropped yesterday, shameless plug, networking, how to speak, how to read, how to get your mind right, how to exercise. But you got some people that aren't able to walk inside a room and accurately represent themselves, so they need representatives. You know what I'm saying? They need people that's going to be able to walk inside a room and like quickly, concisely, and effectively communicate the needs of the people from where they're from or of a like underserved community and get results for them. Like, yo, bro, the people in this community need clean water. The people in Flint, Michigan need clean water. The people, the unhoused people in Los Angeles and New York and Texas and Miami and Atlanta need a place to live. If y'all got enough money to throw up these random tents throughout the year where y'all just like do these random events, whether it be Art Basel or South by Southwest or, you know, anything happening during Fashion Week in New York, if y'all could just rent these buildings or whatever, do whatever y'all doing, y'all could also create a situation where you're putting people in shelters and you're putting people in homes to where they can actually get on their feet and they can become like good members of society, useful members of society. During Art Basel here in Miami, I always see these big tents go up. And then after Art Basel's done, they go right down. And I always think to myself, like, man, if they can afford to put these big tents up for a week, why can't they afford to just put some tents up for some of the homeless people throughout the year and find a way to like get people back on their feet? You can, but you gotta care. Nobody cares because there's not anybody who's of that community that's a strong enough representative to send help over there. You know what I'm saying? Like it really matters. So Feliz, when you talk about activism, I don't think that you should be ashamed of it, and I don't think you should ever want to put it down, because there's always going to be somebody who can't speak who's going to need you to speak for them. Somebody who can't show up that's going to need you to show up for them. Somebody who can't like pull the resources in and get people to listen the way that you'll be able to get them to listen. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. Yup. Let me see. Good morning. What up, Neelette Monique? Welcome to the live. I don't think so either. It's our inherent right to speak on issues on behalf of those who cannot. I agree with that 1,000%. I agree with that 1,000%. Let me see. Yellow Almagene. Facts. $10 million was just spent on the LA train station. Wow. $10 million was just spent on the LA train station. Okay. NX Bleed Blues. Do it, dog. Yo, it's just necessary, man. Like, sometimes we gotta understand that. Hey, Tashai, what's up? Welcome to the live. Nia, what's up? Welcome to the live. Nia, welcome to the live. Tashai jumping out the gym. Appreciate you, Tashai. Thank you for that hand heart. Yo, y'all help me reach my live goal up here. Tashai just set it off. I want 9 more of these hand hearts, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, Tashai. What's up? Good morning. Welcome. Right now, we talking about Felice saying she don't want to separate from the activism part of what it is that she does. And so we're just discussing how important it is to be an activist. You know what I'm saying? How important it is to be somebody who speaks on these underserved communities, to be somebody who speaks on some of the things that other people don't got the ability to speak on. Think about how many things have changed in our country alone just based on people being willing to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Racism, Jim Crow laws, the bus boycotts, you know what I'm saying? Selma, like so many different things happened in our country that allowed us the privileges that we have right now that should be inherent to every human being, but they were kept away from us because really greedy, nasty, manipulative, and evil people kept the resources to themselves. And a lot of that is still going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of it is still going on. There's still police brutality happening. There's still racial profiling happening. There's still racism, outright racism happening. So we got to keep speaking up until people get their mind right and hear us finally. Like, yo, bro, some of those things are not okay. It's not okay to do this. It's not okay to do that. It's not okay to keep people away from certain resources that would help their community and change their lives. It's not okay to siphon the resources out of one community, increase the taxes over there so they're straight up suffering, and give all those resources to another community of wealthy people, and the wealthy people not even paying fucking taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be for real. You're increasing the taxes and taxation on these lower income areas, siphoning the resources out of there, routing those resources to the nicer area, because in your mind you think these rich people are a better asset to society because they're paying more taxes. They're not paying no fucking taxes. If they're really rich, they're paying this much taxes. Donald Trump is a billionaire. The man was paying $500 in taxes. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like their system is really designed to like keep certain people down and keep certain people up. They're pulling resources out of one area to reroute them to another area where them people ain't even pouring it back into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the benefits of having a foreign bank account? I can hide my money over there and I don't got to show it to nobody. I don't got to pay taxes on the money that gets routed over there. It's in Switzerland. It's in, Swiss Alps. It's in a whole nother country. Why am I paying labor, foreign labor? It's much cheaper than American labor, So it's like, these people just really have a really skewed system. So if there ain't nobody to sit there and say, yo, these areas need resources. These areas need tech centers. These areas need STEM centers. These areas need programs for youth to get involved in anything that they might want to get involved in. Like, don't surround this area with like technical schools and trade schools that just show black kids how to be mechanics, how to be butlers, how to be roofers, how to be lawnmen. Like, show them how to be thinkers. Show them how to be programmers. Show them how to be developers. Show them how to develop apps. Show them how to be designers. Show them how to, get involved in things that will actually contribute to society in a much bigger way. You know what I'm saying? I love people who cut grass, but I really think in this technological era, they should be just as much of an opportunity for a kid to learn how to program an app than cut a grass. In certain areas, more children are given access to tech earlier on. They're given access to programming and coding earlier on. They're given access to these resources that other areas are not. Some of these guys who get to college and get into these tech classes are like super behind. And I just learned this. I just learned that some kids are coding at age 7, 8, 9, 6, 5, and 4. And some other people, because they didn't have the resources growing up, they went to certain public schools in certain areas. They're not given the opportunity to code or even learn about programming until they get to high school or college, in which case they've already missed 10, 12 years of an advantage. So who is Google going to hire? The kid who's been coding his whole life, or the kid who started coding 3 or 4 years ago and doesn't know half the stuff the other kid knows? Like, come on. And that's how you get the leg up in certain situations. Even when it comes to survival things, surviving in the wild. Certain areas got Boy Scouts and these programs that help people learn how to like fish and swim and start a fire from scratch and build, a home nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. And some places don't. Some places don't have any of that. Some places just show kids how to, shoot water guns at each other, play video games, and live on government assistance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not what most of us want. Most people don't want that for the rest of their life. Most people just want to succeed. They want to succeed. They just want the tools to succeed. Think about how different all of our lives would be if we were equipped with knowledge that would have actually changed our entire lives earlier on. If in elementary school they taught you about taxes, you know what I'm saying? If in elementary school they taught you about taxes, they taught you about insurance, they taught you about credit, they taught you about investment, they taught you about profitable investment, they taught you about income and assets and liabilities. Like, think about how different your life would be and how your mind would be. When you was in middle school and high school, you'd have already been thinking about how to buy property. Can I buy that property? Yeah. How much you gonna buy it for? I can buy it for this much, and by the time I get this, it'll cash flow. Yeah. Okay, but Dad, how do I do that? Well, you're young, you don't got a bad track record, and I've had you on my credit report since you were 5 years old, so you have stellar credit. As long as you get a job and you're making a certain amount of income, or we can prove that you're getting a certain amount of income, the bank is going to loan you enough money to buy that house at that rate that we just discussed on the car ride home, and you'll be able to cash flow while you're in high school. You know what I'm saying? While you're in high school. Imagine what your life would look like if you had income generating assets before you were the age of 18. If your parents and your society was governed in a certain kind of way that gave you that contributed to your info like that. But a lot of us don't live in those environments. A lot of what I'm saying is a fairy tale to some people, but it's a reality for other people. And for those people who it's a reality for, they have no interest in jumping out of their comfort zones, going to these underserved communities and just giving up their resources to people who clearly don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? It don't look like none of the black people in this area, none of the Spanish people care about buying property because they're not doing it already. It don't look like none of y'all are at the level to get into the wealth category that we in. So we're not even gonna waste our time over there. But it's like, man, like, just imagine. Like, I'm thinking about it right now. Damn, dog. If they would have taught me about credit, insurance, interest, fees, in-home banking, not banking with a bank, but actually banking, like in-home banking, like actually being my own bank, which I didn't even know was a damn thing until a few years ago. Man, radically different. Talk about income generating assets, the benefits of buying multifamily properties, like the benefits of land, the benefits of gold, all of these things that are just out of our reach until we get to a certain age where we got to find it for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep plugging my course because my course is worth it. Infinite Optimism. Hit the link in my bio. Right now, it's at a discounted rate for $197. Go and get it. Go and get it, go and get it, go and get it. Because everything that's in the course is something that wasn't given to me at an early age. Everything that's in the course is something that I had to go and fight for and get myself. You know, in a society where people aren't telling you nothing. They have us programmed to watch TV all day. But how many times have you seen an advertisement for a book on television? The reason why they're not advertising books on TV is because they don't want you to read. And I had to do some research to find out, like, how come they don't advertise books like that? They don't want you to read because they understand that the person who is going to read a book is the kind of person that's willing to accumulate information and knowledge in the same ways that they went and got the information. And they're willing to elevate themselves past a certain point, because when you read, it literally does something to the body. It's magical. It's not just a simple thing that you're doing. It's not some boring thing that you're doing. It's like, it's really magical. It will change your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't want you to do it. Like, I heard this course one time where this guy was talking about how the United States of America took phonics out of the school. Remember Hooked on Phonics and all these other things that were like helping people learn how to read? They took all them shits out of school and they implemented what's called the look-see method. And the look-see method is just like a much more watered down method that really doesn't show you how to read. It kind of shows you how to like get by without reading, but being like getting enough comprehension to just follow instructions. So like they want to create a world full of obedient people, not intelligent people. Intelligent people can compete on a high level. Obedient people would never even think that competing is an option. And think about some of the people that you know in your life right now. You might ask them, what would you do with $1 million if you got it? First thing they're going to say is, bro, I ain't never going to get $1 million, so I don't even know why I'm not even going to waste my breath trying to think of what I would do with an amount of money that I would never get. And it's like, bro, that's so sad. Your spirit is so broken that you can't even dream anymore. That's crazy to me. But it's so true. And we all know people like that. You all know people that won't like waste no time thinking about an idea or thinking about a business or thinking about anything that you say might change the world, change somebody's life. They'll be like, nah, that's impossible. That can't happen. What you mean that's impossible? That can't happen? Bro, do you understand none of the shit that is in the world, none of this makes sense? Like, air don't make sense. Why is the air not leaving the planet? Like, air don't make sense. Water don't make sense. The fact that the water hasn't completely taken over the planet don't make sense. Like, none of this shit makes sense. We don't make sense. There's electricity in our body, but we're not plugged into anything. Where the electricity come from? Like, let's be for real. None of this shit makes sense. Our vocal cords don't make sense. Our skin, our tissue, our nervous system, none of this shit makes sense. So when you sit and you talk to somebody who don't believe in the things that they can't see, remind them, bro, you can't see much. You believe in the radio, yet you can't see radio waves. You believe in Bluetooth, yet you cannot see the connection to what you connected to. You believe in Wi-Fi, yet you've never seen internet in your fucking life. No one has ever seen internet. You've only seen the results of internet. And you know when that shit is off because you ain't got no service. And you know when that shit is on because you got some service. But you never seen it. You never actually seen the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be for real. Man, look, there's so many things in the world that are happening around us. But I'm just saying, man, if we would have lived in a society that actually would have taught us useful things at an early age, we will be radically different as a people. And until we start educating ourselves and until we start digging and looking for that information ourselves, we're always going to be second class, third class, fourth class, fifth class citizens, begging somebody else. Every time some injustice happens, we go outside and we cry. Someone has to help us. We have to pick it so that somebody will think that this is unjust and somebody's going to make it. Dog, how come you can't be that somebody? You can't be that somebody because you and your people don't have enough economic power to make a change. You want to know how I know for sure? Anybody could go on TV right now, say something about black people, and all that's going to happen is outrage in the black community. However, if somebody goes on that same platform and says something bad about Jewish people, you're not going to see only outrage. You're going to see outrage, and you're going to see a blackballing on a high level. You're going to see somebody getting fired, and you're going to see somebody getting completely ostracized, potentially put in jail for anything that they said about Jewish people at all. You're going to see you're going to see a suffocate. You're going to see them getting fired, and you're going to see a complete suffocation of money coming from that area. That's why they get economic justice. That's why they get the results that they want. That's why their community is so tight-knit, because they got that shit sewn up to a point where they're like, nah, bro, anybody say anything crazy about us, we're going to cut their water off. We're going to turn off your power supply because we have enough economic power. We've been building it for generations, close-knit in families for a very long time. I have to trust my neighbor. I have to trust my brother. I have to trust my sister. And I know I'm from North Miami Beach here in Miami. And in Miami, my area, and Ambrose could tell you because Ambrose grew up with me. Hold up. There's a lot of comments on IG and I missed a lot of them, but I'm about to jump back into them. Ambrose can tell you, in the area that I'm in, there's a heavy Jewish community in our area. One thing that we'll tell you from jump is that those Jewish people stick together. They won't even look at you. Like, they won't even look at some of us. We'd be like hanging out. You got Jewish people that live next to Haitian people, but they are not talking to you at all. They only talk amongst themselves. They only hang out with each other. You know what I'm saying? You a vibe today. You got a powerful voice. Thank you so much, Shia. They only talking to each other. They only hanging out with each other. And one thing one of my Jewish friends told me, he was like, yo, bro, the interesting thing about Jewish communities, especially one here in Miami, is they all work together. At every Jewish meeting, there is some sort of transaction happening. There is some sort of exchange of money happening. Furthermore, in a specific community that we in, let's say you want to start a business. Let's say the business you want to start is a flooring business. If there's already someone else in our community that does the flooring business, we're not going to let you start a flooring business. We're going to tell you, if you want to start a business, you got to start a roofing business, or you got to start a glass business, or you got to start just a different type of business, because our community already has a floorer. So all of our money is going to that flooring company. We're not going to allow competition amongst our community. If you want to start a business in this area, you're going to have to do glass. You're going to have to do tile. You're going to have to do something completely different than what this person is doing, because we want to be able to spread our resources evenly around the people in our community, not foster any competition whatsoever. We want to foster collaboration and make it so that all of our money is self-contained. All of our money is going in a circle that's staying here in our community. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have two floors here, and then when I need a roofer, I got to leave the Jewish community. That don't make no damn sense. So you got to either become a roofer or something got to give. But we're not going to allow you to start that same business. And when he told me that, I was like, bro, that's crazy to me. They got that much governance? Yeah, they got that much governance. They meet religiously. They follow the same rules, the same doctrines. They meet religiously. They are not breaking that shit for nobody. You want to start a restaurant? What kind of food you want to give? Kosher meats? Okay, cool. You over here, you can only do kosher fruits. Why? Because we already got a kosher meats person. All of our money's going over there. And whenever they come and they need stuff from us, all of their money's going to us. We're not fostering competition whatsoever. We're fostering collaboration and collaboration only. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, think of the way that our lives would be different if we all were governed that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be radically different for so many people, hand over fist across the board. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, man, we may not have been given it. And I heard E.T. say this one time. E.T. was in a live, and E.T. said this. She's like, the things that happen in your past, they may not be your fault, but they are your responsibility. Right? Good morning, Hanson. What's up, Bonnie? Thanks for being in a live. It may not be your fault what happened in your past, but it is your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I say that, I mean it's your responsibility to deal with your traumas, deal with your worries, deal with your insecurities, get the counseling that you need. But it's also your responsibility to educate yourself on all the things that other people got a leg up on, and make sure that you're willing to, and you're able to compete on a high level, compete on the world stage with the rest of these people. If you're not willing to compete and you're not able to compete, you're always going to be the kind of person that when injustice happens in your community, you're going to be outside crying, hoping that somebody with power listens to you and makes a difference. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm not subscribing to that shit no more. I'm done with that. I protested when George Floyd was out. What happened with him in Miami? We was on the highway. We got videos of it. It was intense. But I saw how little it actually did, because all the police did was tear gas the group, and we all had to disband. And then we kept going protesting. But it's like, yeah, we can get outraged all day. But if you don't got enough economic power to scare people into never disrespecting your people, the same way the Jewish community does, the same way Israel does right now, then you're never going to be respected on that stage, because you don't have no representation in the rooms that matter. You know what I'm saying? You have zero representation in the rooms that matter. So it's very important. But when you got some of your people with your skin complexion and with your mentality, I'm talking about like a Carlton individual who's black on the outside but white on the inside and doesn't care about the black plight in America. I mean, somebody who's actually understand, like, yo, no, black people going through hell and high water in this country religiously, hand over fist, and we can change it. If we give the areas the resources that they need, we could change it. We can foster more black millionaires than any other country in the world. If that is our goal, we can make that shit happen. We can not only fill up this table with more of our kind, we can take over this fucking table. I'm telling you. I'm absolutely telling you. Because black people are the most resilient people on the planet. So what happens when you put knowledge and empowered expectations in the mind of the world's strongest bodies? the world's longest lasting bodies, the world's most athletic bodies, the world's most resilient body. What happens if you put an incredible mind inside of an incredible body? Something extraordinary is going to happen. And we've seen it happen. Look at the rise of all the different black billionaires across the world right now. Like, we see what's happening with it. But there's so much more that we could do. I'm tired of being the kind of person that has to, like, every time something go wrong in the community, we got to, like, cry and hope somebody. Thank you so much for the gift, Ashaya. Appreciate you. I'm tired of being that kind of person that every time something go wrong in the country, we got to cry and hope somebody else with power, when these other white people make some sort of decision for us that we can't make for ourselves. Nah, we should have enough economic power to be like, oh, that's how you want to play? Cool. Turn their water off. And now whoever that was, whatever Proud Boy, KKK, Make America Great, whoever disrespected us, like, okay, cool, we're going to turn our resources off to you. You're not getting access to any of the money, any of the billions and billions and trillions of dollars that circulate in the black community on the regular. You're not getting none of that because we're unified. That's how Jewish people scare the whole world, because you offend them, you don't know that they've been strategically positioning themselves for years, for centuries, like centuries. The Rothschild, the richest family in the world, Jewish. Most of the higher up executives in media and in business across, the United States of America, a lot of these people are Jewish, So I think it's in our best interest to build that. And we have the capacity to build it. But it's not going to come through ignorance. It's going to come through knowledge. It's going to come through education. It's going to come through power. It's going to come through like us saying, yo, we have everything in the world except economic power. That's the only thing that's keeping us down. So we need economic power. We need enough power to say, yo, we have so much money and so much organization happening inside of our community that anything and anyone that stands against us is going to have a really big problem. Nah, that's going to make police brutality, like, it's going to kick that right out the way. It's going to make racial profiling right out the way. It's going to scare people so damn much that they're not going to racially profile you. They're not going to come and be so quick to like try to hurt you or take something from you or diminish you or mute you, not listen to you. It's going to make it impossible for people not to pay attention to you. The same way it's impossible for, and look at what happened to Kyrie Irving. Look what happened to Kanye. Kanye said something about Jewish people. Adidas pulled a deal. Kyrie Irving said something about Jewish people. They put him on the bench. And Nike took the deal away from him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even say nothing. He just reposted a movie about anti-Semitism or something like that, which was crazy. But I said that to say we can all learn a lesson about organization, unity, and the power of economic stability and economic influence by watching other groups and how they move. It's no different than certain Indian groups. It's no different than certain Asian groups. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Felice says, we're too busy exporting our wealth and resources to assimilate into our oppressor's archetype. Wow. What a bar. I'll be honest, this is like a college level conversation or higher. You know what I'm saying? But that is very true. We're too busy, Felice said, we're too busy exporting our wealth and resources to assimilate into our oppressor's archetype. Because we're trying to fit in with people who we're never going to fit in with. We're trying to hang out with people we'll never be able to hang with. We're trying to do things with people that we'll never be able to do things with. You know what I'm saying? Not saying integration is not possible. I'm Puerto Rican and Haitian. You know what I'm saying? I'm Haitian and I'm Puerto Rican. So I'm coming together of two different cultures. Cultures can absolutely mix and mesh, but we gotta vibrate on the same frequency. We gotta have respect for each other. You know what I'm saying? In my house growing up, my father spoke more Spanish than anything else. You feel me? And he's Haitian and my mother's Puerto Rican. So I understand I'm a byproduct of the blending of culture. So whenever somebody tries to tell me a culture can't come together, it has to be willing. You gotta understand how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And Puerto Rican and Haitian culture is not very different. It's both Caribbean, both island, both, you know what I'm saying, like lit. So it's there's some synergy there. I feel like black and white in America, we find a way to make that conversation so radically different that coming together seems so hard when it's actually so damn easy. Get out of your own ego, get out of your own way, and give people what's theirs and only take what's yours. Treat a person fair, treat a person equally. But those conversations have been going on for centuries and nothing has changed. And nothing has changed because black people do not have enough economic power to make people change. You're gonna listen to black people when you're eating at a black table. I guarantee that. You're gonna listen to Indian people when you're eating at an Indian table. You're gonna listen to Asian people while you're eating at an Asian table. And you're gonna listen to, white people when you're eating at a white table. And so we gotta break out of this habit and this mentality that we're eating at white tables. We're actually eating at our own table. We just don't know it. Your money, your resources make a lot of what's happening in the country possible, but you just don't know that. Your income taxes, the money that you spend in America, and when America taxes that business, that money goes right back to the country. So many different things you're actually paying for. You just don't know it. Like, can you imagine eating at your own dinner table and being scared to talk because you think you're eating at someone else's table? and they convince you that you're eating at their table, it's like, that shit'll blow your mind. That shit'll make you go crazy. If someone one day pull you aside and be like, hey, you know that you paid for everything on this table, right? You're like, what you mean? You know you paid for everything on the table. You paid for the table itself and the home that the table is in. You paid for all of that. But they've convinced you that it's not yours. And so you will always feel like an outcast. There's a saying in a book, The Miseducation of the Negro, written by Dr. Carter G. Woodson. He says, if you can make a man feel inferior, you do not have to ever make him accept an inferior status. He will go to an inferior status. He'll accept the status on his own. He'll go without being told. If you can control what a man will think, you'll never have to worry yourself about what he will do. And if you can make a man feel justly an outcast, you'll never have to send him to the back room. He'll go without being told. And you'll never have to, I'm messing this up. I'm paraphrasing at this point. But he said, if you can make a man feel justly an outcast, you won't have to send him out the back door. He'll go without being told. And if there is no back door, his very nature will demand one. You will find a way to become subservient to these people based on the program that you have since you was younger. Oh, my grandfather was a slave to your grandfather, so I'm underneath you. Are you fucking crazy? Before my grandfather was a slave to your grandfather couldn't even come near the village that my grandfather lived in. There was so much gold and warriors and animals around. Your people was fucking terrified to come over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of heavy deception in our history, and they historically whitewash history. They kick a lot of stuff out. I live in Florida, and in Florida, bro, like, DeSantis really got us removing those history books. Be careful, beautiful hearing you talk. I'm happy to be black with you today. You're such a natural teacher. Thank you, Willow Rockwell. The meek shall inherit the earth. Yellow oranging, straight up. Mercy, yes. I'm telling you. KMG dog. No, you right about it, but it's built to keep the rich rich. Facts, not everybody knows the truth or they're not open to it. Facts, not workers show them how to be their own boss to help the world be a better place. Absolutely. All right, let me see what the comments are saying. I mean, I be getting in my bag and I just go. So I just joined you by you talking about Kyrie. Oh, okay, yeah. Yup, I was talking about Kyrie. I'm Puerto Rican Asian too. That's what's up, Feliz. We outside. Shout out to us. See, that's what I love about what you're saying. I'm telling you, man. Are you bilingual? I speak English, Spanish, Ebonics. Yeah, I didn't learn Creole growing up. My father didn't teach me Creole. I'm a blend of hood and suburban. Telling you. T. So I feel like our parents knew things. What should we do to actually make it happen? We got to educate ourselves, T. We got to educate ourselves. And education, I heard somebody say this one time. He said the use of knowledge or the use of education is not knowledge. The use of education and learning is action, activity. You learn something to do something with it. Don't be one of those people that's really smart and doesn't make a move. Get smart and make a move. That's what you have to do with the information that you have. If you knew better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? So like, we have to take the information that we have to actually do things with it. If you learn, or if you want to learn about in-home banking, learn how to bank yourself. If you want to learn about the Rockefeller waterfall method, I highly suggest it. That's what me and my family are implementing right now. Me and my family learned about something called the Rockefeller waterfall method, and pretty much it's the way that their wealth grows every generation without fail. There were two rich families back in the day, Rockefellers and the Vanderbilts. The Rockefellers family was built on oil. The Vanderbilt fortune was built on railroads. 2 generations after these founders of these families passed, the Rockefellers were still very rich and getting richer, and the Vanderbilts were broke. Cornelius Vanderbilt, the railroad king of the United States of America, one of the titans of industry, his family was broke as fuck after he passed away. How does that happen? That happened because he didn't educate his children and he didn't implement a system to keep the wealth growing over time. John D. Rockefeller knew that as his time was getting smaller, as he got older and his time was getting shorter and shorter and shorter, he needed to find a way to ensure that his family would constantly be at the top, constantly be earning money hand over fist. So he created something called the waterfall method. The waterfall method is whenever a new member of the Rockefeller family is born, they take out a life insurance policy on that person, a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy. Whenever an heir is born into the Rockefeller family, when that money grows or when that person dies, the family always get paid out. Whenever a member of your family passes away, a large lump sum of money goes into your family trust that is owned by your family, not just one individual, but your entire family. Throughout the course of your life, let's say a member of my family wants to borrow money If a member of my family says they want to borrow money, okay, cool, you can go to the bank. They're going to charge you interest and all this and all that. You can do that. Or you can come to the family. You can present your idea to us, the members of the family, and say, okay, guys, I want to borrow $1 million for an idea. They'll be like, all right, cool. We look over it. We should all be smart enough to be able to look over our own files and our own investments. We'll look over it and say, okay, cool. If this is your idea, cool. We'll lend you the money, and we're going to lend you the money from the family trust. The money that we're lending you, that $1 million, is not coming from anything other than your own life insurance policy that's owned by our family trust. So we're going to lend you $1 million from your own life insurance policy. You can do whatever you want with it. If you choose to pay it back, cool. You paid it back, and now we can loan you more money. We have to manage our money responsibly. But if you don't pay it back, it's absolutely fine, because that $1 million, since it was only pulled out of your life insurance policy, if you take that money from us and you never pay your family back and you just burn it like to hell, that's okay, because that amount of money is only going to be taken out of the death benefit when you die. So if I have a $20 million life insurance policy on you when you die, and you took $1 million out, that means that when you die, I get $19 million instead of 20, which is not that big of a deal. If you want $19 million or $20 million, it's not a big deal. So that $1 million that we lend you came from your own life insurance policy that we instituted when you were born. Another beautiful thing is you can start a life insurance policy on yourself today, put money into it, and the money that you put into the life insurance policy is going to grow in interest. There's interest rates attached to the money that's in there. So you can put $10,000 in a life insurance policy right now, watch that money grow over time at a certain interest rate. You can pull them, and it's going to grow. Your money's going to grow because the interest rate is governed by Wall Street. It's governed by the prime rate set by Wall Street every day. So on a month-to-month basis, the interest rate is going to change, but you're going to be earning money. That money that you have in your life insurance policy, the cash benefit or the cash value, is earning money. Here's the crazy part. You can have that money in your life insurance policy, pull that money out. Let's say I put $10,000 in there. I wait like a year. I say, okay, I want to take that $10,000 out and do something else with it. I could take the $10,000 out, do other things with it. And the crazy thing about the way the life insurance policy is set up is that my money is still going to grow at the same interest rate as if the $10,000 was still in there while I took the money out. So I put $10K in, took $10K out, but the interest rate is still adding money to my life insurance policy as if that $10,000 is still there. I'm essentially making money on invisible money based on the way that I structure my policy. And if I never pay that money back, then that's okay, because that money's only going to get deducted by the death benefit when I die. I never even really have to pay it back if I don't want to, if something happens with that money that I pull out. But it behooves me to put it back in so that the interest rate goes up. The more money I have in there in the cash value, the higher the interest rate is. I got $1 million in there. I'm earning interest on my $1 million in my life insurance policy. And I can pull out however much money I want to in home banking and the waterfall method. And I say this to say it's all coming as a byproduct of information. I have a sister. If y'all want to set up your trust today, I would say DM me your name and DM me that you want to set up a trust. I have a sister. She sets up trust right now. That's her business. My sister making money off this shit. She's making like $20,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? Off of setting up people's trust. She sets up irrevocable trusts. She sets up business trusts. I think she can also set up a revocable trust for you, but you don't really want that. You want an irrevocable trust. And if you know anything about trust, you know that trust protect your assets. Like Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, he passed away, and a lot of people were shocked because when he passed away, he didn't have a will, which was crazy to us. He didn't have a will at all. So his estate went into probate court. His family and his wife was fighting over his estate. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, one of the biggest stars in the world at the time, his family's fighting over his estate. And that's possible if you don't have a will. And it's also possible even if you have a will. Even if you have a will, the members of your family can still contest the will in court. But when you have a trust, it's irrevocable. It means that what I said is what I said, and that shit ain't changing worth of nothing, because it's my will is in my trust. So my trust is going to govern what happens to my finances and my family after I pass away, and it's irrevocable. That means I set this shit up, and this shit is permanent. Nobody's going to change it. You can't contest it. You can't do that. It's irrevocable. It can't be changed. But you have to be smart enough to set that up while you're alive. That protects your assets. It makes it so that nothing and no one can come and take your shit when you pass away. And where your money's going to go is absolutely going to go there. When you pass away, it's not like a will where like somebody could come and contest it and say like, nah, I'm a long lost relative and he owed me $1 million and here's a contract that says he was gonna give it to me, and then now your kid's got to fight somebody over money that is gonna get split up by somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I highly suggest it. If you want to trust, my sister's actually in the trust game. She could set you up with a trust. This is her business. She does this every single day. She's ridiculously successful at it, ridiculously popular at it. She runs a community called Wealthy Trustee. She has something called the Wealthy Trustee Program. I highly suggest you guys get into it. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this is information that we have to have. So, of those two really rich families from back in the day, the Vanderbilts was broke as shit 2 generations after its like multi-millionaire, billionaire founder passed away. The Rockefellers still got money to this day. The Rockefeller fortune is still up. You know what I'm saying? And we're not even bringing in the Rothschild family, who like their Rothschild family is so rich that the money, the gold bars that are held in the Federal Reserve actually say 16-ounce gold Rothschild. Their name is actually written on the gold bars that are the measure of our country's wealth, which is crazy to me. So like, imagine the kind of power economically that family has. One of the heirs of the Rothschild family says, this is one of the quotes he says, "Give me control of the economics and finance of a country, and I care not who makes her laws." And in that statement, because somebody asked him, like, how do you feel about laws and rules and this, that, and the third? Like, if you guys get into legal troubles, he's like, "Give me control over the economics and the finance of any country, and I care not who makes her laws." I don't give a shit who makes the laws in this country. Why? Because I own the banking. You play with me, I will turn the bank off. And see what happens. I will turn the bank off, bro. And you remember the Great Depression? The Great Depression came about because somebody turned the damn bank off. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody said, "I'm turning this bank off. Play with me again." Watch what happens. "Oh yeah, we don't know where your money is at the moment. We can't help you." Watch what happens. Watch how you get as soon as you can't feed your family. You know what I'm saying? I bet you're gonna change that law back. Or you're gonna change it to whatever I need you to change it for. I don't gotta go and pay a lobbyist to go in there and try to get the president to change the law. No, I could turn the water off. Again, economic power. Economic power is vital. And if we don't have the mindset to say, yo, I want to dedicate all my energy, all my time to having enough economic power to not only protect myself, protect my family, and increase our value in the world, but also to make sure to strike fear into the hearts of anybody who will play with anybody of my community, because they've been playing with our communities for years, siphoning resources out of our communities, using us, abusing us. Bro, let's be for real. I'm not a crybaby. I don't have a victim's mentality. I have a warrior and an overcomer's mentality, because, bro, I understand how we're going to change this shit. And it's not going to come through picket fences and signing and petitions and screaming and elected officials. No, it's going to come through the fear that comes from disrespecting this group, this underserved, underprivileged group, based on the economic power that they hold and they have in their hands right now. People are terrified to say anything about Jewish people because they know there's enough power and unity in that community to turn your water off. They will turn that shit off, and now you're sitting there barren, dry, worried, stressed out, and trying to rewrite a letter saying, "I'm so sorry I offended this community. If Adidas would take me back, or if Nike could take me back." Yeah, no, ain't nobody gonna take you back. They don't need you. And so that's what we have to do. We have to become self-sufficient. And it's super possible. And it becomes more and more possible as more and more people start gaining their own independence. Y'all ever heard the Marianne Williamson quote? Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are great, more powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be? Brilliant, wonderful, talented, fabulous. Actually, who are you not to be? We were all meant to shine. He said, you are a child of God. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us, and it's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. I messed that quote up too, but it's still a good quote. Go and listen to it. Go look up Our Deepest Fear quote. And the ending of the quote was, you were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us, and it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. That's the best line in the whole shit. And that goes right into what I was talking about. Economic power. As we are liberated from our own fears, our presence automatically liberates others. I'll tell you straight up, I'm going to be very excited to get into the room with one particular man in this country. And the man I'm going to be excited to get into this room for is a man named Robert F. Smith. Robert F. Smith is the richest black man in America. He's worth $9.2 billion. He runs a private equity firm called Vista Equity Partners. He pretty much acquires companies that are involved in tech. He's the guy who in 2019, he paid off more. He was given a commencement speech and he paid off the Morehouse graduating class. He paid off all their college debt. He told the whole graduating class, yo, I'm paying for all y'all debt. I'm paying all that shit off. Man got power, right? I'm going to be really excited to get into a room with him because of that last statement in that Marianne Williamson quote. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. To get into the room with the richest black man in America worth $9.2 billion automatically is going to empower the shit out of me. Because I'm standing in a room with a man who is of the same cloth as I am. All he did was qualify himself for that money. All he did was qualify himself for that status, and now he has such economic power. He liberated an entire graduating class from student debt. How many people on this live are paying student debt? On any student debt? What up, big country? How many people on this live are paying student debt or medical debt or credit card debt? Imagine somebody walking up being like, oh yeah, all that's gone. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, how much did you owe? $230,000 in student? Yeah, I got you. You're good. And he did it in a smart way. He found out that if he would have paid it, because I did research on the man too, he found out if he would have paid it, he would have had to pay taxes on that money. So what he did was he created a fund that all the people in the graduating class, they were going to borrow money essentially from that fund to pay off their student loan debt. If any of them get jobs in education, the debt is automatically forgiven. Or if they don't, they pay off that money. And when they pay off that money at like a discounted rate, the money that goes back into the fund funds the next round of students that are going to come through it. So each student that pays off their loan essentially is paying off their loan and making loan money available for the next black student to come in, use that money to go through school for free essentially. And then when they do what they got to do, it makes the money available for the next. So it's like he found a way to create a system that's going to pay for not only that graduating class, but generations of graduating classes. Economic power, bro. Economic power. Maya says, my first crush was Mexican, but I was told to keep black blood black. Damn, that's real. Maya, don't bring a Mexican or white boy home. Damn, Maya, it's real shit. Dami, what's up, Dami? Welcome to the live. I was told that stuff at 6. Yeah, that's pretty. I don't know. That might be damaging. That might be damaging to the community. You know what I'm saying? Keem, are you an insurance agent? I'm not. I'm not an insurance agent whatsoever. I'm just a nigga who's very dedicated and very, very enthused about creating power for people, creating power specifically for our people, underserved people who are eminently qualified to succeed. Again, we are literally the most resilient people on the planet. If you put an extraordinary mind inside of an extraordinary body, what can happen? What would happen? You know, like we all seen Captain America. We've all seen like that super soldier serum, bruh. We can really do that, but it's all gonna start in your mind. Akeem, you should go into business with your sister to do this. You're really, really good at explaining it. Thank you so much. No, I am really good at explaining it. And she's been asking me for a long time to like send the clients her way. And I just didn't have enough information. But once I realized that what she was doing was directly in alignment with the Rockefeller waterfall method and in-home banking, I was like, oh, for sure. Let's do that. I didn't know that it was all perpetuated around a trust. You have to have a trust. You have to start your trust. Your trust has to be organized properly. And then with that trust, you put all your living assets into the trust. So the trust is protected. You know how people be like, oh, this person is rich, he's a trust fund baby? We can all have trust fund babies. Like, but it's only if you know the information. Information, knowledge, and getting the knowledge that you need is what's going to qualify you to be in those rooms with those people to actually even have the conversation about a waterfall method or using your insurance, your life insurance policy as an investment vehicle. Most people are scared to get life insurance because they think we think superstitiously and scared. We think that if I go and get a life insurance policy today, I'm wishing death upon myself. That is dumb as hell. You go and get a life insurance policy today, you're insuring yourself a certain amount of revenue if you do it the right way. If you structure your life insurance policy the right way, you're going to put that money into that account and that shit is going to grow at an interest rate set by Wall Street, hand over fist, even when the money's not in the damn account. Even when you take it out, it's still growing at the same amount that you had it at. Put it in there, put $100,000 in there, $300,000 in there. It's yours, it's in your name. No one else is using that money besides you. When you put your money in the reason why the bank has to pay you an interest rate is because the second you put any dollar in the bank, that shit is getting circulated. Your money is not sitting in the bank waiting for you. It's circulating. The second the bank got it, they're using it. They're lending it to business owners. They're lending it to people who are going to pay it back. They're lending it to people who want to buy their first home. They're lending that money out. That's how banks make money. Make money. But if you do it to your own life insurance policy, you're paying for the life insurance policy, but the cash value of that policy is yours to keep, hold, have, use, manipulate, extract, input, increase, whatever you want to do to it is yours. It's completely yours. Get it popping. Get it popping. And I got people in my network who can help you set these things up. So if this is something that you're interested in, let me know. Send me a DM right now. I will definitely send you to my sister. We'll definitely get you set up with a policy and whatever else you need. And you be lit. You know what I'm saying? You'll have all your assets aligned in a certain kind of way to where not only is it protected from death, but it's also protected from lawsuits. It's protected from everything. You know, but most people don't know this information. The same way most people don't know a lot of stuff that I know about credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's just crazy. My whole life changed. I turned my credit from a 5 something to a 775 in 1 year. I really said I was going to change my credit from a 5 something to a 700 in in a year, and it happened in 2 months. And then I took it even higher to a 775 in 9 months, just by whipping it. And because I paid for a course, you know what I'm saying? I paid for a course. Ty Lopez had a course. It was $39. Credit Mentor 2.0 course, ran by a dude named Steven something. His name is Credit on Instagram. Go find that kid. That kid is living a crazy lifestyle all off of credit. And he just opened up his wheelhouse, and he showed me how to get all the bad shit off my credit. He showed me where to get the information. He showed me how to go to uscreditcardguide.com and find all the new offers for all the different cards, how I could use those offers. Show me how to use the trifecta method, which is like, yo, you get 3 different cards, and each of those cards has a different earning category. So it's like, I'm getting 3 points on this earning category on this card, 3 points on this earning category, 3 points on this earning category. And those 3 points are literally turn into money for you. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. And I can go into debt on the credit thing, but I highly recommend, man. It's all in the information that you're willing to get. Buy the information, get it popping. I'm dropping a course. I'm gonna keep reiterating. I just got a course. It's available right now. Hit the link in my bio. Go to my course, Infinite Optimism. Infinite Optimism, my brand new course. I got 5 pillars in it. One is about reading, one is about exercise, one is about audio learning and music. Because 90% of what I'm telling y'all, I listen to it while I'm at the gym. I'm not sitting here all day studying until my face turn blue. Nah, I read books, and anytime I'm not reading, I'm in the gym exercising while I'm listening to the information. Everything I just told you about Rockefeller, I heard that. I listened to it. So audio learning, the power of audio learning, the power of music. Module number 4 is about social groups, socializing, networking, the friend groups that you're a part of. Module number 5 is about spirituality. Believing in something beyond yourself that will eliminate a lot of the physical worries that you have right here, just because you'll have some sort of belief system. It don't matter who you believe in or what you believe in, but to believe in something beyond yourself has been known to decrease depression, decrease worries about death, decrease worries about bad outcomes. If you believe in something higher than yourself. If you don't believe in that, you only believe in yourself, then that means that anything that's going wrong in your life is completely your responsibility. So whenever something happens in your life that you can't fix in a moment, you'll think it's insurmountable. And so it's like, all right, well, insurmountable or not conquerable pretty much. So anyway, that's my course, Infinite Optimism. Go and get it. But I'm also going to drop some credit gems in there for the people who like credit. And I'm also going to make a lot of this information about in-home banking and trust available for the people that's in the course anyway, because I rock with y'all. But the course is $497. That was the original price. But 2 days ago when I was on one of the lives, one of my beautiful homegirls that's in the live, she was like, yo, I really want to get into the course, but I don't have I don't have $500 to drop into the course. So I was like, that is something that I do not want to ever allow to be an impediment to somebody get information. Like, I don't want the price barrier to be so high that a person who needs the information and is willing to learn the information can't get it. So I dropped it $300, but it's only dropped $300 for the next week. So like I was highly suggest getting it right now, because I think at the top of next week, which is like 4 days from now, it's going right back up to $497 because I'm putting a lot of game into that shit. So got to make it worth the while, because it's a lot of energy to put all them videos together, because they're going to be edited video. It's a lot. But I highly recommend, hit the link in my bio, go to Infinite Optimism right now, get it, get your hands on it, get access to the course. Yeah. And again, it's allow it to help you, allow it to change your life, and just do some of the stuff that we're talking about. Read some of the books. Like, I got one friend, every time I talk to him, he always asks me questions about like how do you get money? How are you living the life that you live in? How do you have the car that you want? How do you have the crib that you want? How do you have all these different things that you want? And I'm like, bruh, here, read this book. And I would hand him Richest Man in Babylon. And he would just not read it. He habitually would not read the book. And every time I see him, he always asks me like, how do I get on? Like, put me on game, put me on. I'm like, there's no strategy that I'm using to get money, bro. Like, I'm making the same amount of money I always made. I'm just using it differently based on the information that I got. I didn't get no more money. I'm just using it better, so my life got better. Some people think they need more money to live better. It's like, nah, sometimes you don't need more money to live better. Sometimes you need better habits to get better. Like, you'll see your whole life change with the same amount of money that you got right now. And so I was like, yo, bro, you got to read this book, Richest Man in Babylon. Go and read it. If you don't got time to read it, I'll read it for you, but I'm going to read it for you in my course. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to pay no matter what. You either going to pay attention or you're going to pay attention. But either way, you're going to pay. You got to pay. Everybody got to pay. I paid for the information. I bought the books. I went to the courses. I bought other people's courses. I bought a $2,500 course on how to use Facebook ads and Shopify. And I made a lot of money on that course. So like, I highly suggest people to like jump out their comfort zones, leave your ego in the dust, get the course, and be susceptible to the information that's in it. Like, get it, like allow it to get inside of you, learn something, change up the way your frequency is. You'd be surprised at how radically different your life could be from where you are right now, just based on what you know. If you knew better, you do better. You go into one grocery store, man. I saw this this series on Netflix where these wealthy, these like financial advisors were just showing people how to use their money better. There was one family that was spending $1,200 a month on groceries for 2 adults and 2 small children, of a household of 4. And the guy looked at their financial statement and was like, yo, y'all spending $1,200 a month on groceries? They were like, yeah. He said, yo, that's enough money to feed a football team. Like, what's wrong with y'all? It's like, oh, well, that's just how much we spend. He's like, look, nah, I'm gonna go shopping with y'all. And we're not gonna go shopping at Publix or Kroger's or Whole Foods. I'm gonna take y'all to Costco. So he took them to Costco, bought everything that they normally bought, and the price came up to $400. So he took them from spending $1,200 a month to spending $400 a month on getting the exact same things that they was already buying. He showed them how to buy in bulk, buy wholesale instead of buying retail. When you buy retail, you're paying retail prices. You're paying the difference for the person to sell you the goods at the same time. But when you go to places like Costco and BJ's, you're buying wholesale. So you're buying things in bulk for the same prices that the people are getting it from. So it's like the guy took them from $1,200 a month in grocery fees to $400 a month in grocery fees, and they were getting exactly the same amount of stuff. So how much is that? They're saving $800 a month, which comes up to, I don't even know how much. What's 8 times 12? 96? So $9,600? 96 saved them almost $10,000 a year. They're not making any more money, but they have an extra $10,000. What if in January I just come to your house every year in January and give you $10,000? That's the equivalent of saving that amount of money. A penny earned or a penny saved is a penny earned. So it's like, yo, and it just shows you buy in bulk and you buy wholesale, you're gonna save yourself some money. And since then, bro, when I saw that shit, I was like, word. I live right across the street from a Publix. I was in Publix every day, and I thought those prices looked funny. And then, man, I've been shopping at Costco, and I see it in my own life. I see, man, my budget for my groceries a month is like, I don't reach my limit anymore, and I have all the food that I want. Like, I got an abundance of, I can buy it in bulk. I got more food than I need. So like, now I got more money saved, and I don't need to even go to the grocery store as often because I'm buying in bulk. I'm buying a whole bunch of grains and I'm buying a bunch of shit, and it's affordable. So I highly recommend it, man. But again, it's all in the information that you're willing to get. The quality of your life can radically change today based on the information that you get. If you're somebody who you think that like you know everything, you got everything figured out, congratulations, I'm happy. You must be living the life of your dreams. And if you are living the life of your dreams, if you start a course, I'm gonna buy it because I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing differently. If you have information to give to me, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna quickly show y'all my setup real quick. Like I got my mic here, and then I got my laptop there. That's how I'm streaming on Instagram, and I can see the Instagram comments. But if you look behind all this equipment, you're gonna see nothing but books. As far as you can see, books. I got books upstairs. There are books over there, right over there. More books. I have 3 books that I'm just holding on to right here. Well, 2 books at this moment. I got books all over my house, man. I got books all over my house, and every single one of them books I paid for. I have thousands of dollars worth of books. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite books is actually this book right here. This book is called Credit Secrets. It's reversed because my camera's reversed. This book is called Credit Secrets, written by Scott and Allison Hilton. This book showed me how to write the letters that I needed to write to the credit reporting agencies and to the I had to write a letter to TransUnion, had to write a letter to Equifax, had to write a letter to Experian, and it took a bunch of shit off my credit report just off the way that these people showed me how to write the letters. Look at this. Bam. Write a letter just like this to the people. Your credit's gonna change. Congratulations. Now you get the house of your dreams. Goodbye. Come on, bro. And of course, you know what I'm saying, I gotta showcase the best book of all of them, Materialize. My top 10 manifestations. Again, the title's reversed because I just like the camera looking like that. But yeah, Materialize. This is my book. Go and get it. Cop it from me directly. Cop the audio book right now. The audio book is available. You can also cop the ebook is available. The paperback is available. The hard copy is available. This will just show you how to manifest your dreams. This book just shows you the magic of it all, but that's not kind of what we're talking about right now. Highly recommend it. Hit the link in my bio. Go and get it. You feel me? Whew. I already know how to talk, huh? Yup. Yeah, I'm gonna go through some of these comments. Amen. Who wrote that? Marianne Wilson wrote that quote. Yeah, I'm feeling liberated today. OG Divinity Rain, what up? All right, I'm getting through the comments. My homeboy graduated that year. Said dude comes back and yup, has been checking on him. I love that. See, there you go. Wow, genius. I'm telling you. All right, let me see. Let's run through the comments. Boom. Wow, genius. I have a disability discharge, so eventually I'll have to pay. I have a disability discharge, so I'll eventually have to pay. Okay, all right. I can't say I disagree. Right. Let me see. You just reminded me to call the banker. Call that banker, OG. Aaron, hi. What up, Aaron? Welcome to the live. Yo, how young are you? Lauren. I'm 31. I just turned 31 in July. July 27th was my birthday. I was born July 27, 1993. And that's who I am. Yeah, super lit. Let me see. Wait, how do I get it? Dolly, how do you get what? This really a university lecture, honestly. Straight up, man, look. And all of this stuff, you can go and fact check it. I would never tell a person to just blindly listen to what I say, because truth be told, listen to me clearly, truth be told, everything I just said to you on the live can be a lie. Everything. I could be a very passionate, delusional liar. I could be lying to you. Everything could, all these bits and nuggets of information could be completely false, right? Go and look them up for yourselves. Look up the Rockefeller waterfall method. Look up in-home banking. Look up using your life insurance policy as an investment vehicle. Look up the importance of having a trust over a will. Look up any of this information. Look up the economic power of Jewish people versus the economic power of black people in the United States of America. Look up a bunch of this stuff. Look up the Carter G. Woodson quote, Miseducation of a Negro. Look up the Marianne Williamson quote, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, it is that we are powerful beyond measure. You can look up all these things and you can find them substantiated and proven on somewhere on the internet. Somewhere on the internet you can find it. Look up the difference between the Vanderbilt fortune and the Rockefeller fortune. Look up all this stuff. Do your research on John D. Rockefeller. He was the richest man in the world in his time. They literally created the Sherman Antitrust Act to stop John D. Rockefeller from having an oil monopoly in the country, because the nigga was owning almost every single gas station and oil refinery in the country. And the politicians got scared because they knew that if they allowed him to own all of them, it wasn't FDR, it was Theodore Roosevelt. If they knew they allowed this man to own all the refineries, then they would have to go to him. And at any point in time they pissed him off, they wouldn't be able to get no oil. So it was like, nah, we can't allow this man to have a monopoly. So they created the Sherman Antitrust Act, which made it illegal for anyone to have a monopoly on any industry whatsoever. So they made him disband his entire Standard Oil empire. What they didn't know is that John D. Rockefeller was smart. So when they disbanded Standard Oil, it made him break up his country into a whole bunch of smaller companies. All he did was change the name of all them companies, drove up competition between Mobil and Exxon and this company and that company and this company, which actually made him richer, because now people thought, okay, I'm gonna buy from these people, I'm not gonna buy from Standard Oil. He used his own bad publicity to bring his net worth up. He would have a Standard Oil gas station and people wouldn't go to Standard Oil, they would go to Mobil, they would go to BP, or they would go to these other gas station, not knowing that he owned them too. Thanks to the Sherman Antitrust Act, I had to break it up, but I still own them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really smart. But John D. Rockefeller, you can look up any of this information at any point in time you want to. It's an ebook. Dolly, what's the ebook? Alexa, play King Hoodie. All right. Hey, fire, Lauren. What's up? Appreciate you, Lauren. Wow. What's the show called? Which show, Jasmine B? You talking about the show on Netflix? I want to say it's How Money Works. I want to say the show on Netflix. Is it Money Explained? Get Smart with Money? Oh yeah, it's called Get, the show on Netflix with the financial advisors that show the people how to make that, how to just manage their money better. It's called Get Smart with Money on Netflix. Go watch it. Yeah, Get Smart with Money. You're gonna see the guy who runs a website and an email blast called Mr. Money Mustache. He teaches this family of 4. They're probably making like $200,000, $300,000 a year. They're doing pretty well for themselves. The wife is an influencer or something like that, and the husband is a stay-at-home dad. And they got 2 small children. And so Mr. Money Mustache really shows them how to like just manage their money better. And I think he was saying like, if you want to retire early, you got to have at least 10 years of your salary saved up. And it was something like that. So yeah, Yeah, Mr. Money Mustache. And the program on Netflix is Get Smart with Money. Highly recommend it. Go and watch it whenever you get a chance. Around 10K. Megan Olife. I'm not sure what we were talking about at that point. Lauren, you have to understand people are spending $1,200 a week for groceries, and that's just for solo. That's crazy, bro. That's a lot. Yeah. More money than cent. Yeah, that's wow. That's a lot of money. $1,200 a week in groceries? That shit is crazy. Like, who are they feeding? Like, that's enough money to feed like a small town somewhere. Do you have a trust lawyer plug? Yes, I got a trust plug. My plug is my sister. She sets up the trust for people. She's not necessarily a trust lawyer, although she got trust lawyers in her network. So anybody who wants a trust, just send me a DM real quick, and I will connect you with my sister. She'll probably reach out to you today and get you set. She could get you set up with a trust today. She could get you set up with a trust tomorrow. But having a trust is so vitally important. All your assets should not be in your name, or else you're completely liable for anything that happens at any point in time to any of your assets. All your assets should be in the name of your trust. 1,000%. Jasmine D Word, thanks. Absolutely. Got you. Yup, we in here, we lit. There's a lot of comments on Instagram, but I missed a lot of these. Create a course on this. Willow Rockwell, create a course on what? Listen to the financial literacy. Straight up, Yellow Almagine. I found you through Christina. Oh, that's what's up, Willow Rockwell, straight up. Christina, that's my sister who does the trust. Nice. I'm DM you for this. Absolutely DM me. KMG Dog, exactly. Right. Yellow Almagine, life insurance, I have it, but doesn't offer a living will. Annoying. Yeah, I don't know if the living will is the same thing as like using it for in-home banking. I would have to talk to my sister about that. Spitting facts, I love it, Willow Rockwell. You explained this so precisely, people need to hear this. Thank you, Willow Rockwell, I appreciate you. Yo, what up, Big Country? And Heart, yeah. Man, look, the goal of this, man, is just to educate people, man. If we have enough economic power, we can change our lives. If you don't got economic power, you're always gonna be at the mercy of whoever does. So I highly suggest and I highly recommend that people get on their P's and Q's and educate themselves. If you knew better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? So just educate yourself. Even if you're not in a position to take action on some of the things at the moment, still learning about them is vitally important. Me right now, I understand that my next lump sum of money, I'm buying property. Right now, I don't have the ability to just go and buy the property that I want at the moment, but I'm learning and I'm educating myself right now to where by the end of this year, I'll at least have one rental property. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's out of state and even if it's a property that's extremely cheap, I'll at least have one rental property in my portfolio, in my asset column by the end of this year. Next year, I should have at least 3. We go from 1 to 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, multifamily homes are vitally important. Buying them. I just heard one of my mentors tell me that. He was like, yo, bro, if I was younger 30 years ago, if I had more sense and I needed to like find ways to solidify my wealth and grow it over time exponentially, I would have dove completely into multifamily homes. Multifamily properties. That's where you want to put your money into because that's going to give you a return for the rest of your life, your children's life, forever, non-negotiable, forever. So go and get them. So yeah, man, I highly suggest to people, man, get your mind right when it comes to financial literacy. Get your mind right when it comes to your economic power as an individual in a specific group. A lot of us are in underserved and under marginalized or marginalized groups. So I just highly suggest to people, man, get your mind right. Get your mind right. I just came out with my course, Infinite Optimism. I've been talking about it for a while, and I had it for $497, but I just lowered the price to $197 so that people could get into it. One of the homies in here 2 days ago was like, yo, $497 is just too much for me to get into the course, but I really want to get into the course. So I was like, damn, I know exactly what that's like, man, to be the kind of person that's like willing to do the work, but you just can't afford to get into something right now. If I could buy just about every course I come across by people who I believe in, I will buy everyone's course who I believe in. But some of the courses are expensive. One course that I got was $2,500. She was pricey, but it was worth it, man. It was super worth it. Super worth it. The crazy thing is most people spend money on frivolous shit that brings back yields no results. But when somebody actually offers you a system of wealth creation, a system of changing your personality, changing your diet, changing your mindset, changing your spiritual beliefs, changing the way that you network and socialize in certain rooms, people shy away from that shit like, no, I'm good, I don't need that. You don't need that shit until you end up in a room with somebody who could change your life and you don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know about an elevator pitch. You don't know how to present yourself. You don't know how to represent yourself to your highest capacity. You don't know how to like conceptualize your idea and give it to someone in a way that they can invest in you. You don't know how to show up for yourself. You made it into the right room, but you're not the right person. Damn. Don't you wish you would have learned something? Don't you wish you would have learned some people skills? Don't you wish you would have like learned from somebody who actually gets inside of that room and gets results? Damn. I wish I would have got me some results. And it happens every day. I've been in rooms like that at some point in time. I remember in the past, I used to get, like, I'll do anything to get into a room with a certain person. Getting to that person, I don't know what the fuck to say. My hands are getting clammy. My stomach is turning because I wasn't taught what to say. I wasn't taught how to present myself. I wasn't taught how to show up for myself. Communication skills. Straight up, 205 Parksdale Drive, straight up. And it's so vital. It's so important. You know, a lot of people talk to me like, oh, you should start a podcast, you should do this, you should do that. And it was like, man, I promise you, everything I know how to do right now, I was taught how to do. I learned how to do it. And I wasn't taught by somebody directly. Like when I say I was taught, I mean I had to steal the info. I got to steal the info from YouTube. I got to steal the info from, you know, certain tapes and certain podcasts and certain interviews. I got to steal the info from other people. I used to see the way Malcolm X would talk. And I love the way Malcolm X spoke. Malcolm X didn't stutter. He ain't stammer. He ain't do nothing. He was an incredible speaker. I see the way Les Brown speaks. He's incredible. I see the way Kevin Trudeau speaks. He's incredible. I see the way T.D. Jakes speaks. He's incredible. And I watch these speakers. I'm like, man, there's no room that these men can't go into and inspire confidence in their ability to do whatever they're telling you they're going to do. You know, you might be a person that's super qualified to do the activity that is required for you to like solidify a deal. But if you're not the kind of person that can present it accurately and you stuttering and you jumbling your words, it's gonna communicate to someone who's receiving that information as a level of incompetence. Like if I'm talking to the world's greatest architect, but he's having a conversation with me, he can't even get a sentence out. So I kind of build I'm saying like, yo, let me speak to whoever the fuck is this person's handler, because I can't even speak to them, and the way that they're speaking to me denotes to me some sort of lack of intelligence or lack of ability to cooperate or lack of ability to communicate, and I can't put my confidence in somebody who I can't even talk to. That's a reality situation. The majority of the reasons why people don't believe in God or can't subscribe to any religious belief is because they can't talk to God. You know what I'm saying? They can't believe in something that they can't communicate with. And people in certain rooms are the exact same way. Business people, they're the exact same way. Entrepreneurs who have been doing this, investors, angels investors, hard money lenders. These are people who require you to be able to communicate properly. Tell me what it is that you want. Tell me how you want it to be done. Tell me what role you see me playing, and tell me what your qualifications are for you to be the person for me to give the money to, and for me to be the kind of person that gives you the money. Tell me all these things. Let me get it. If you can't explain that to me quickly and concisely in under 2.5 minutes, then there is no conversation to be had. I know because I'm an angel investor. I know because I'm a serial investor. I know because I'm a sophisticated investor. I know. I'm not going for that shit. So you gotta be able to represent yourself at a high degree. One guy that I really looked up to is he's an architect named Frank Lloyd Wright. Frank Lloyd Wright said one time in an interview, they asked him about some old statements he made when he was younger. And he was like, Joe, do you want to like retract any of those statements you made when you was younger? He was like, nah. He was like a 60-year-old man. They asked him shit he said when he was 20. Like, you want to take any of those statements back? He said, no. If I said it, then I meant it. And this is the statement he said that really blew me. He said, I have never misrepresented myself in my entire life. Nope. And I love that. He said he never misrepresented himself. Never misrepresented himself in his whole life. That means anything I ever said to you, did to you, or the way that I showed up is something I would stand on today. From the beginning of my life to my end of my life, I've never misrepresented myself. I knew exactly what I was saying, how I was saying it, how I wanted to say it, what I delivered. Maybe it was crass, maybe you didn't like it, maybe it was tough or rough around the edges, but what I said in that moment, I meant it. And I would justify and back it up today, even if I said it 50 years ago. I'm not retracting my statement for anybody. I never misrepresented myself in my entire life. If you catch me on any day at any point in time, what I say and what I do in that time is something that I mean. That's power. That's a powerful statement to make. How many motherfuckers say something on Monday that they take back on Tuesday? Damn, I know I said that. My bad. Nah. Some people are so concise. I've never misrepresented myself in my entire life. But most people don't even know the art of representing themselves. Most people think like, and again, it goes right back to economic power. You've never had to represent yourself. Anytime you want to change in your community, your household, you have to beg somebody else for it. You want change in your house, you got to beg your mom. You want change at your job, you got to beg your manager. You want change at your school, you got to beg the dean. You want change at your apartment complex, you got to beg your landlord. You know what I'm saying? You want change in the rules and the laws, you got to beg your councilman. You got to beg, the government entities in charge. You got to beg the president. You got to beg city council. You got to beg your entire life. You were not born and you were not given the ability early on to be in a position of economic power to where you don't got to ask nobody shit. Your decision is your decision, and you make it, and it has consequences, but it's still your decision. You don't need no one's permission to build here. This is your land. You don't need no permission to throw a party here. This is your event space. You don't need nobody's permission to build the fucking space station here. Elon Musk, you bought the land, you bought the area, you built the SpaceX. You don't need nobody's permission. You need the government's permission, like to a degree, because you built in America, but still, it's still your land. You can do whatever you want here. And you got you got a government refueling contract, bro. Like, you good. Come on. I'm telling you. I said what I said exactly, 205. Start with learning your personal passion, which leads to pricelessness. Facts. 1,000%. But a lot of us, we miss these things. We miss these simple principles because we're arrogant, and we're so caught up in ourselves that we think that we know everything, or we think that if we wait long enough, the information that we need is going to be given to us. It's not going to be given to you, bro. There's some priceless information that you have to buy. I can't tell you how much I done learned from some of the books that I read. But some people will never read a damn book. I know, because I got homies. I've been telling you niggas for years to read books, and they will not. They will not. Again, one of my homies like, yo, put me on the money. Man, I passed some richest man in Babylon. I said, here. Because when I was in that position, I asked a friend of mine. I had a friend that was getting money early. He had a house early, like not an apartment. He had a house, he had a home, he had a car. He was doing his own thing early. He had a 3-bedroom house all to himself early. And I was like, bro, like, how you getting to the money? Like, what's going on? He said, bro, I'll be honest with you, bro. I got a regular job, but I just managed to move my money differently than everybody else. I highly recommend you read this book called The Richest Man in Babylon. That nigga didn't have to tell me that shit twice. I went and got that book that same day. I was like, yeah, I want to get like that. Let me go get the info from where he got it from. And I read The Richest Man in Babylon. And I was like, man, this book is fire. It's only 10 chapters, short, and it's a whole bunch of stories. It's not even like a, this is how you do your money. It's not like, nah, bro, it's a story. It starts with some broke boys sitting on a wall talking about how they don't got no money. How they're old men too. They're like, we're old, we don't got no money, we don't got no money. What's wrong with us? And it was like, man, we just never learned how to get money. And so one of the boys had a smart idea. He was like, man, that's right. We never learned how to get money, keep our money. We just made money and spent it, but nobody actually gave us like information and education on how to run this money. How do we get this? How do we learn how to do that? He said, yo, we should go talk to our rich friends. He said, well, the richest man in Babylon is Arcad. He's our friend. He went to school with us. Why don't we go talk to him? He's the richest man in the country. They went to Arcad's house, spoke to Arcad. Arcad was like, all right, cool. He accepted them into his massive mansion. I was like, yeah, okay, well, what are y'all here for? Yo, look, you the same as us. You grew up in the same environment as us. But somehow, in a year since we was boys, you became extremely wealthy and we did not. Like, we need some help. He was like, okay, cool. If you haven't made enough money in your life, it's a byproduct of your decisions. All that you do not know. He said, man, I had a regular job. I was a scribe. And then a wealthy man came into my job one day, asked me to do a really hard task for him. I was like, that's gonna take too long. He said, I really need it done. He said, look, I'll do the really hard task for you if you tell me the secrets of how you got rich. He did the hard task. He worked all night. The wealthy man came back the next day. When he came to take his tablets away, dude was like, all right, now give me what you promised me. The old man said, I became rich, and this was the beginning of the secret. He said, I became rich once I learned that a portion of all that I earned was mine to keep. And Arcad was like, what? What you mean? He said, a portion of all that you earn, all the money that you make, a portion of it is yours to keep. And the boy was like, I don't understand. All that I make is mine to keep. He said, that's not true. Don't you pay for the sandals that you wear? Don't you pay for the clothes that you got? Don't you pay to eat? Don't you pay to live? A portion of all your money, if you want to live at all, immediately is going to go to the baker, to the banker, to the sandal maker, to the rug maker. Immediately your money's going to go if you want to live. But a portion of it is yours to keep. Pretty much save 10% of all you earn. He's like, that's what you do. Save 10%. And when you save 10%, you're going to see a small portion of your money is gone from your check. And you're going to realize with that 90%, you could still do things with that 90% of your check that you was able to do with the 100%. 10% ain't going to make you not able to pay your bills no more. Like, put that 10% away no matter what. And hold on to that. Like, save that 10%. Don't play around with it. Put it aside. And as the months and weeks go by, you're going to start seeing a small fortune start growing. And that small fortune got your name on it. That money is yours and yours to keep. And so the man left. He came back in a year. He's like, yo, have you been saving 10%? He said, yeah. He said, what'd you do with it? He said, man, I spent it. I bought nice cake and I bought clothes and I bought this. So the old man was like, nah, bro. Saving 10% is the first secret. The next secret, what up, Chavella? Welcome to the live. Ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Save 10%. That's right, 205. And so he was like, nah, you don't blow the money once you save the 10. He said, saving the 10 is the first part. The second part is you got to find profitable employment for your money. Your money needs a job. Make your money work for you on your behalf. And so he was like, yeah, you got to find profitable investment for your money. Your money needs a job. Every gold piece that goes out into the world is supposed to bring back 2 gold pieces with it. You send out $1, that shit should bring back $3. You send out $3, that shit should bring back, what is it, $6, $7, $8, $9. Like, that shit should bring back more money. And so he's like, all right, cool. So the man left. He came back the next year. He was like, yo, you still saving 10% of your money? Homie was like, yeah, I'm saving 10%. He said, what you doing with it now? He said, well, I found this guy. He's a brick maker. And so he said that he's going to go to this faraway land, buy some jewels, bring the jewels back, and we're going to sell them here and make a lot of money. And the old man said, he said, every fool has to learn. He's like, what do you mean? He said, your money's gone. The boy was like, what you mean? You told me to find an investment. I found an investment. He said, but I told you to find an investment, but why would you trust the knowledge of a brick maker when it comes to jewels? Why would you not talk to a jeweler about jewels instead? And so the boy was sitting there like, He said, yo, your money is gone, trust me. But plant your money tree again. Start again, 10% again. Save your money until that thing is appreciable. Man left, came back in 2 years. He's like, yo, have you like, how are you doing now with your money pot? He's like, well, he said, do you have everything you want? He's like, I don't have everything I want, but I got some of what I want. And the little that I do have earns more. He said, do you still trust the knowledge of brick makers? Do you still trust the knowledge of brick makers? He said, I trust the knowledge about brick makers when it comes to laying bricks. But other than that, nah. Because you were right. I gave that money to the brick maker. He went to go buy those jewels. When he came back, he got scammed. He got robbed. The Phoenicians gave him bits of colored glass, but they weren't jewels. They weren't diamonds. So you were right. I did lose my money. But now I do better. He said, so what do you do with your money now? He said, well, there's a man. He makes shields. He's a shield maker. And every few months, he borrows some money from me to go buy the materials to make his shields. He goes, buys the materials, comes back, and when he sells his shields, he not only pays me my money back, but he pays the rental. He pays interest on the money. So me and him have a good business arrangement going on. And I still work here. I still make my money. So I still have income, and then I have active income, and I have passive income. And so the old man was like, you've learned your lessons wisely. Now you are qualified for a responsible position. Look, I have these lands in a distant area, and I need somebody to go over there and govern my area. I'm too old to go over there and govern it. But I will take you on as a partner. If you're willing to go to my lands in Nineveh and control my estate over there, then I will not only pay you for your time, but I'll add you to my will. I'll add you to my inheritance if you go out there and multiply my land. And so the boy did. He took the old man up on his offer. He went, got a job from him, managed. He just was the money manager. He managed the guy's investments, and sure enough, in time, he grew the estate. The estate grew, the money grew in the estate, and when the old man passed away, he did leave a certain portion of his money to this young boy who he had pretty much trained. He was an apprentice to him. Pretty much leave that money to the apprentice. And so that was the start of him building his wealth. So now he got a job, he got income, he knows how to manage and move money. So he just became the wealthiest man in Babylon by using the skills that he learned fucking with that older man. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's like, you're going to pay for knowledge one way or another. You know what I'm saying? You might as well get it to the best of your capacity. And the beautiful part of that story is it illustrates how nothing comes for free. In the beginning, when the young boy wanted to learn how to get rich, he was like, yo, will you teach me how to get rich? But the old man said, I'll teach you how to get rich, but not for free. I'm going to need you to do a certain job for me. The job was pretty much he had to stay up all night and carve a whole bunch of tablets for the man because the man needed this like really long law carved in these tablets. So the man had to stay up all night, put all the work in, all the hustle in, but he got it done. He finally got it done, and the man did his side of the bargain and said, I'm going to take you on as my apprentice to be rich. So he waited like 4 or 5 years for the boy to get his mind right when it come to money. But when the boy did get his mind right when it come to money, he said, yo, I got a job for you. I have a position for you. And that's the beauty of life, man. Like, when people see that you're qualified for a responsible position, they will give it to you. Everybody is looking for a successor. Everybody's looking for somebody to pass their information off to, or everybody's looking for like capable people, capable, intelligent people that they can have in their environment that can help add to their network. You might be that person, but you're not the person yet because you don't have the knowledge, you don't got the information, you don't got the energy, you don't got the fervor, you don't got the curiosity, the drive, the desire, the passion, the persistence. You know what I'm saying? You just may not be the right person yet. And if you're not the right person, I submit to you, you can become the right person with the right bit of information. You know what I'm saying? So again, I'm going to constantly plug my course. Go and get my course. My course is called Infinite Optimism. You can get it right now. It's going to teach you the power of reading. I'm going to show you my exercise regimen so you get your body just as right as mine. I'm about to go to the gym right now anyway. I'm going to show you how to network properly with people. I'm going to show you the power of audio learning. And at the end of it, I'm going to talk about spirituality and the importance of having like a belief system that's beyond yourself. If you believe only in yourself, you can only ever bring in the results that you can achieve yourself. So many times I've sat there, closed my eyes, prayed, meditated. And when I got up and went into the world with a good positive vibration, I get a random phone call that don't make no sense, but life just got better for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can't rely on that every single day, but sometimes it happens like that. When you become the right person, the right things happen to you. If you're not the right person, the shit will miss you every time. You know what I'm saying? The goddess of money is going to avoid you. Wisdom escapes you. And it's just it's just not going to work in your favor, you know? I'm telling you. All right, let me see. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, Chavella. How are you? Hannah, what's up, Hannah? Welcome to the live. Gabe King, yep. So yeah, man, that's what I suggest, man. I suggest get into it. Get into it. I'm gonna keep plugging my course because the course can actually help people, man. It actually helps people. So get it right now for the discounted rate. I'll drop the price from $497 to $197 just so my friends and family could get into it because I'm not gonna give it up for free. And I'm not going to give it up for free, not because I'm not a good person, but because when things are free, people take it for granted. Familiarity breeds contempt, and there's a beauty when you pay for information. There's a saying that says, when you pay attention. So I'm going to make sure people pay attention. You put money into this, you're going to pay attention. You pay for a concert ticket, there's a good chance that you're going. You pay to go to a conference, there's a good chance you're going. You paid for a course, there's a good chance you're going to listen to it for real. How many people jump inside the live and jump outside the live? I'm dropping years worth of knowledge that I had to go and fight for. That is useful knowledge. This ain't useless shit. This is like, bro, if you take any of this information and use it, you're gonna win. You're gonna glow up. But yeah, I highly suggest it. Go and get it. Empower yourself. Tap the link in my bio. Get the Infinite Optimism course. Don't waste no time. Turn yourself on. Turn your light bulb on and become a much better person. You know what I'm saying? Not better as a virtue of like that you're not a good person now, but get it as a virtue of like, yo, you got the power to be somebody more than who you are based on what you put into it. Control your diet. Your diet is not just what you eat. It's what you read. It's what you watch. It's who you listen to. It's what you hang out with. And that's essentially what the entire course is. Like monitoring your diet, monitoring your input so that your output becomes better. Optimizing your output. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many rooms I walk into. I get into my bag like this. Just start talking about some of the things that I'm passionate about. And opportunities come out of nowhere. Yo, why don't you come on my platform? Yo, why don't you do the, yo, can we link up? Can we network? Can we talk to you? Yo, I literally was in California last month. And based on my network and my ability to network, man, I had a one-on-one meeting with the ex-president of Nike. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here with Trevor Edwards, and we're at Soho, the Soho House in West Hollywood, overlooking the city. And I'm sitting having a 3-4 hour conversation with a man who's like running the company that I'm wearing on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Incredible. And it's all as a byproduct of my ability to speak, my ability to listen to people, the questions that I have. Becoming a student forever. Like, understanding, bro, if you so arrogant that you know everything, cool, God bless you. This is not for you. This is for the people who understand that there's more growth that they can have in their life, and they want that growth. You know what I'm saying? This is for people who say, yo, bro, I'm not where I want to be, and I want all the information and all the capacity I could possibly have so I could become the person that I want to be. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. All the books I recommend to you, all the music and all the audio listening, all the courses that I recommend to you, all the exercise tips that I could ever give you about how to take care of your physical body, from what you eat to the output that you do in the gym, all the networking secrets I could give to you, bro. Like, I'm not joking. Literally I was in Ghana with the head of marketing for Apple in South America and the ex-president of Nike, the ex-head pastor of the biggest mega church in Virginia, an actor, and the founder of, a teacher from Yale, I think it was. No, I can't remember what. It's either Harvard or Yale. This guy teaches there. He's a professor. And then the last guy was the leader or the founder of one of the biggest black tech-owned tech companies in Canada. It's like, I bet. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Audria. Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you? Like, and so these are the 5 men that I was with. Oh, and then there was a man named Darnell. Darnell has government contracts that pretty much they receive people who come in from out of the country and they help position those people with their family in the States. And he got a big government contract. He does like housing, but he has a government contract for the housing that he uses for people who come from different countries into the United States of America. So I highly suggest, man, like, your network is your net worth. Do not let that pass you by. Beauty Capri, what's up? Your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? I highly suggest it. I can't express it enough. You want to tap in and you want to be more than who you are. And again, you'll be surprised. You get some information, it will inspire you to go outside, talk to the right people, and make the right situations happen. And you're going to know, based on some of the information that we talk about in the course, you're going to know, okay, this is the best method I could possibly conceive to represent myself at the highest level I could represent myself. This is how I do my elevator pitch. This is how I talk to these people. This is how I seal this deal right here. Trust me, I can show you how to do this. Beauty Capri, how are you? I'm good, Beauty. How are you? Yeah, I'm happy to get back to the live streams. That's another reason why I put my course together, because for the past couple of days, weeks, and months, it was like 2 months I didn't do live streaming at all. And I kind of felt bad about that. So that's another reason why I even put this course together. My new course, Infinite Optimism, is available right now. Hit the link in my bio. The reason I put the course together is because I'm like, man, I still want to help people and be there for people in a way that they like me being there for them in the course. I mean, in the lives, but I don't have time to do the lives all the time, every day. So on those seasons where I don't have the ability to do the lives, at least there's a bulk of information that is about the subject at hand. Because you could go on YouTube and look up all the old lives, but you don't know what you're gonna get in the live. Yesterday the live was talking about fist fighting. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. These lives are just impromptu and we just go. But the course is like dedicated knowledge. Okay, boom. I want to learn how to fix my credit. I'm gonna take this class he got on credit. I'm gonna want to learn some of the fitness techniques he got. I'm gonna go in. I can see homie got the results of fitness. Andy Candy, what's up? Welcome to the live. I want some of those results you got in the gym. I want to learn how to speak like you speak. I want to read some of the books that you read so I can have some of the knowledge that you got in your head. I want to learn how to network the way that you network. I want to learn how to take care of, whatever you take care of like that. Like, I want to learn how to, what are you listening to when you're in the gym? I'm not listening to music. I'm listening. I'm doing audio learning when I'm in the gym. I'm sitting and I'm listening to tapes. I'm listening to autobiographies of whoever I chose, whoever my personal interest is for the week. Every week I choose a different person to study. One week could be John D. Rockefeller. Next week is Elon Musk. The next week might be Oprah. Next week might be Barack Obama, whoever it is. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen to their life story while I'm working out in the gym Monday through Friday. By the end of the week, I have an entire autobiography worth of information on a person's life encoded into my mind. So now when I walk throughout my days, I can say, man, there's a common denominator between the most successful people in the world. So whenever I have a decision to make, I can just go like this across my mind and be like, what did all of these other people do in the same situation as me? They did this. All right, cool, I'm gonna do this. Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues, and I highly suggest people like pick up on what's getting put down. Beauty Capri, all been good. I'm just dropping in to say hello. I gotta come back and tell you I watched the, oh snap, that's what's up. You watched the Mushroom Doc? Fire. Super fire. Yeah, you gotta come back and tell me what it is. I'll probably go live again tonight. Probably like 6:30, 7:30 or something like that. I'm definitely gonna go live again tonight, but you gotta tell me what you think of that mushroom documentary. Yeah, I did mushrooms twice in my life, and I highly recommend them. Nobody has to do what I'm recommending, but bro, I highly recommend it. Like, there's something, man, I highly recommend it. I did it twice in my life. My experience was amazing, but that's not what we're talking about right now. But yeah, I'll tell you tonight then. Yeah, pull up tonight. Pull up tonight and regale us with the story, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off the live right now. I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all have an amazing day. I hope this live helped somebody. I hope this live was empowering. I hope it was like good. I hope it was beneficial. If you like the live and you want to rewatch it, the live is gonna be available for rewatch on YouTube once the live stream is done. So once I turn this off, you can go straight to the King Hoodie YouTube channel and you can rewatch this live. This live is TikTok live episode 67. So just look up episode 67, 8/22, which is August 22nd. You can rewatch this entire live. We touched on a lot of really dope topics in this live, especially economic power in our community. They never gonna listen to us unless we got a seat at the table or unless we come up with our own table. So economic power is super vital, super important, and it's something that I'm super passionate about so that we can actually have the things that we wanna have and not have to keep begging people about this shit. You feel me? Hannah, I DM'd you about the life insurance. Okay, perfect. Yeah, DM me. I'm gonna connect you with my sister. She's the one who does the trusts, and she can get you set up with everything that you want to get set up. Yeah, DM me if you want to trust. If you need a trust and you need that vehicle to protect your assets, which I highly suggest, if you was here for the conversation about trust and trust funds, DM me right now. I will connect you with my sister. She runs her company called the Wealthy Trustee Program, and she will definitely get you worked up on the trust. She can get that set up for you this week. I don't know what her schedule is like, but she'll probably communicate with you today and get you set up for your trust, and that's going to protect your assets, protect your family, and allow you to begin creating wealth for yourself. All right. So DM me if you're interested in that. But I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all have an incredible day. Peace in the Middle East. And yeah, hit the link in my bio. Get my course, 197 Infinite Optimism, and let's change your life. All right. Peace. I'm gonna see y'all later. Have an amazing day. Peace. That's gonna protect your assets, protect your family, and allow you to begin creating wealth for yourself. All right. So DM me if you're interested in that. But I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all have an incredible day. Peace in the Middle East. And yeah, hit the link in my bio. Get my course, 197 Infinite Optimism. Let's change your life. All right. Peace. I'm gonna see y'all later. Have an amazing day. Peace.
3 o'clock in the morning. Talking about how she can make it right. Happiness is when you really feel good. Somebody, there's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah. Oh, baby, know that I haven't had. Know that I
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you who to stop with you. It's your thing.
But
Do what you wanna do.
here we go. I'm just not ready for like a long-term kind of a thing because you're still trying to find yourself and you have a lot of things that you want to work on and you don't want to get distracted from your career. Yes, that's exactly. How do you know that's what I was gonna say?
Why every time I get cute, niggas wanna text me, they diss me? Nigga, you don't even know me. Like, you don't even know me. Why every time police running all in and out the field? What the hell is going on?
Somebody broke in our apartment this morning and stole all our stuff. They bullshit something about it.
I sure hope they didn't get the rent money, cause you two niggas been ducking and dodging me for about 3 weeks now. Today is the day you motherfuckers is gonna kick in.
Why you always bring your ass up here with this shit?
Yeah.
Harassing us.
With that big old wolf pussy, you come there all the time smelling like that. Look, you don't even own the place.
You just a man.
And I'm gonna manage to evict your skinny punk black ass on up out of here today if you two motherfuckers don't pay up your rent.
Minister, let's get that lined up.
Don't you worry about it, bitch. I know somebody like it.
You need to take your ass back downstairs, cause you ain't evicted nobody. Unless you got a motherfucking army with you.
What?
I don't need no army, Mr. Smart Ass. My son Damon home right now.
Damon! I had a nightmare about that fool last night.
Police running all in and out.
I'm not saying life is beating my ass, but that bitch got hands. That bitch got. I'm not saying life is beating my.
What's that, y'all? It's your girl, King
Young my whole day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boom! I do it.
I was in the hype party with Tory Lanez.
Oh, you what?
I said I was. I was in 1750 with Tory Lanez.
Yo, tell us about that, bro.
Dead homies. He was just right there, just minding his own business. I've been there with Soulja Boy too. He's a dick fool. Like I've been there with Chris Brown. Chris Brown's feeding me. Chris Brown's cool. Soulja Boy ain't like that. I've been up in there with Draco. Draco's in there running fades too. Draco's in there getting down. I've been up in there with motherfucking Jack 5. He's really tripping. Hey, I was in the hype party with Tory Lanez.
Oh, you what?
I said I was. I was in 1750 with Tory Lanez.
Yo, tell us about that, bro.
Dead homies. He was just right there, just minding his own business. I've been there with Soulja Boy too. He's a dick fool. Like I've been there with Chris Brown. Chris Brown's feeding me. Chris Brown's cool. Soulja Boy ain't like that. I've been up in there with Draco. Draco's in there running fades too. Draco's in there.
What's happening, y'all? Come with us on a camping trip. We are packed up, you hear me, and ready to go. We are on the road. We finally get there, and let me tell you, we are in the woods for real. And it was hotter than 2 rotisserie chickens underneath the light. I had to make sure I had the mosquito braces on each little leg and each little arm. So now we're starting to pitch the tents. You know What's happening, y'all? Come on.
I'ma lock you and I can't treat.
I like you. I like.
Like, man, all this stuff is so attainable to us if we just. I'm pretty excited to release this course. And again, I got it up for $197 right now, but the price is gonna change as soon as it's like fully flushed out. But I highly recommend people getting it. I highly recommend people getting it. And it's gonna be a vibe. Now I wanted to lower that barrier of entry so people can get up in there, and it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna help people, man. But I see people really digging into like section number 2, the fitness one, and probably section number 4, the networking, bro. Because like literally,
Networking is the most underworked. And then networking is such a skill set. Like I realized, I thought that I was good at working the room, but I was selectively good at working the room. Like I could appeal to people who connected to things that I could, and it's surface level, and it only takes me so far in the room.
records in a 9-9. I record from you. Some loud. Yeah. Does anybody want to worship the devil? You tell the truth. Think a lot. You gotta know why I watch this shit. You know why? You know, nigga, I watched this shit with Jay Pinkett, boy. Lord. I thought Jay Pinkett and Low Down Dirty Shame so unworldly fine. Like, I was like, dang. She got the eyes, she got the low cut, she got a little attitude of it. Yeah, she's ignorant as shit in this movie. Like, her character, Peaches is lit and ghetto fucking fabulous. She punched the fucking actor on TV because of what he did in the TV show. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe that's what you get for dogging out my girl, Becky, on the show. Like, yeah, she's fucking dumb. But, man, she was so fine and spunky. And I like that she liked Shane and she wasn't ashamed of that shit. She was like, yo, it's me and you, Shane. What's up? You don't give me a chance. What's up? I'm like, damn, come across a girl like this. Zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. See what I'm saying? I have no comment on her at this point in time because she's a family woman. She got kids my age. I think, you know, I want to speak on that because she's a family woman. She's a family woman. She got kids my age. That's pretty Will Smith. That's pretty Smith. You know what I mean? Well, before that Smith.
before you're doing hee hee ha ha's that are not authentic. And